Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's time for the Robinhood earnings. We've got just 28 minutes to go before the bell goes. We should hear the earnings in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes time. And then we have the presentation after hours. So stand by for the Robinhood earnings. Are you excited? You should be. It's one of our favorite stocks, this one. We are red today. The overall markets are down, but we bought right at the bottom, exactly at the bottom, 13 shares of the S&P 500. Perfect trade, perfect moment. And we got it exactly at the moment inflation was reported at 9 a.m. this morning. It went exactly as I expected. Inflation was flat. And we bought slightly above our average, but we're happy to do so because it was very, very close to my average, and we knew that the stock would go up the moment that information was out. We caught it the exact second, literally to the second that the information was out. So we bought. And now we're waiting for Robinhood to report their earnings this evening. All right. Okay. It's the closing bell show. Welcome, everybody. Tap the like button and consider subscribing and let me know you're here. It's been a crazy day today. We've got storms, power cuts. Of course, we stay live. We've got backup power, backup internet, but we've got storms, tornadoes. We've got the air conditioning man here. Sensei's doing shows, extra shows. I'm on the phone to Vaz all the time, just trying to eat a nice key lime pie. I never knew eating a key lime pie would be so difficult today, but it was. It was very difficult to eat my key lime pie. That's all I'm going to say. It was a very stressful day. I'm very stressed. Are you stressed? Blimey, never been so stressed. Okay, so is this a buy? Is this a buy, hold, or sell for you? Buy 48%, hold 24%, sell nobody, undecided 29%. Let's see how that poll reflects throughout the morning. All right, or the afternoon. Well, it could be the morning for somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, okay. Welcome, new member, new subscriber. Oh my gosh, what a day it's been. What a day it's been indeed. Look at this. You want to see how we've grown today? Where are we? So we've had fantastic day since this morning. Sensei doing all these extra shows. Up and up and up we go. 42,000 views, and we passed another milestone. 78,000 subscribers and 8. Here we go. 79,000. When we hit 80,000, we are then counting down to 100,000 subscribers. I get the plaque on the wall. Bloody hell, have we earned that? Have we earned that? I tell you what, we bloody earned it. Right, okay, let's see who's here. Who's here? Zach's 8. Martyn, is anybody booked for tomorrow's closing bell? MicroStrategy earnings. No. No one's booked MicroStrategy earnings. It's first come, first serve. So you got to be quick. Zach 8's not come back to me yet. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Leston Win, everyone. Kent Paranormal, evening all. And DJ Hayes is here as well. Good afternoon to you, DJ Hayes. Robinhood, closing bell. Are you ready? I can't believe it. 55 people watching. How are we so low? This is like when we started the show 4 years ago. What's going on? Is everybody watching Sensei's stream? They are. I've got, yeah, I can't bloody believe it. I've got, yeah, that's ridiculous. I've got 2,500 people here currently watching, step-by-step guide of XRP. Right. I have to fix this. I have to delete the video. Let me set a link to it. What can I do? It's already premiered, so I can't do nothing about that, but I can put in an end screen. Let me put an end screen in. There you go. Best for the viewers. I'll put this one here, specific view. Robinhood earnings. There you go. I'll put that there. Let me have a look. Let me change the end screen a little bit. All right, I'm doing this live. Here we go. I'm going to adjust that. So anyone's watching this now will get a link. At least they'll get a link to where we're live right now. We've got 2,500 people watching Sensei's flipping video. Unflipping believable. Robinhood. So let me put a little link there. Here you go. Video. Robinhood. I'll put a few in there for him. Put that one there. GDP, inflation. That's a good one. That's a good one. We'll put the playlist, Sensei's playlist. There you go. And has he got? Oh, he has. He's put in a load of. Oh, hello. That's why it's busy.
Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors channel. Martyn, my name is Sensei Crypto, and we're here covering a very important news story.
There.
We will
He's
be
put
covering
a load of what do you call it's in live now. He's put a load of chapters in. That works really well. Right at the top. That's very cool, actually. Didn't know it'd work up the top, but it is. Anyway, let me just double check that. Make sure he's got that right. Yeah, look at that. That's good. I like it. All right. So let's see if we get some people from there. Oh, here, I'm talking away. He's in the chat. My video completely flatlined as well. Yeah, that's how it goes, mate. That's how it goes. Everybody's chopping for eggs. Oh my God. Hang on, I missed something. Here we go. Hello. Lovely to see everyone on this live show. What's going on? It's rubbish. Bought just before you bought today, trimmed some shares, 508.50, and bought again today. Very nice. Everyone is shopping for eggs. Good afternoon, Martyn, everyone. Joseph Kelly. Martyn, my video completely flatlined as well. Yes, not sure what's going on. Something weird with YouTube, I assume. Yeah. I tell you what's bloody weird with YouTube. You posting your bloody video. That's what's bloody weird with YouTube. Yeah. Martyn Lucas is actually Satoshi. I am. I've told people, but they don't believe me. I think a lot of people find earnings calls boring. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that. It may be that. Well, we'll make it entertaining, mate. Don't worry, Andrew Michael. We'll make it entertaining. You can count on it, mate. You can count on it, right? So let me just do this live now. I've given you all this stuff, look. Got to go here. Got to go below Sensei's bloody video. I like all the chapters, Sensei. I'm liking all the chapters. Oh, I see. You've put a pin in already. Okay, then I'll just leave that like that then. I'll leave like that. You've put a pin in XRP merch and timestamps. Oh, I like it. Oh, you put the chapters in. Oh, sneaky. Sneaky. Look what Sensei's done. That's why I'm not getting any views. Look, he's pinned under his video that's premiering now, look. Look at this. Under his video that's premiering now, right? He's put, look, all the key points under the video pinned to the top. This is obviously working, Sensei. Right, let me see if it works. Key features. Right, you ready? We're going to go to key features. What's key features? What's key features? Let's click that. All right, key features. That
we can see. It is secure, fast, low-cost XRPL transactions. Remember, those gas fees on Ethereum or MetaMask are horrendous.
That's a new thing, Sensei. So now we've got a new feature under the video. Oh my God, I can't keep up with this. We've now got chapters. Does anyone know what chapters are? No, go and find it out. Oh my God, now we've got chapters everywhere. Ripple is said to have offered $4 billion for $5 billion to acquire Circle. It's important to know the results of an earnings call. I totally agree with you. I'm watching though, Martyn. I'm watching. Andrew's going, don't worry, Martyn, I'm watching. It might be boring, but I'm watching. Roaring Kitty comes back, May the 1st by my detect. Oh my God, not him again. Oh no, not him again. Not him again. It's a Sensei takeover. It is. Terry Rose, fascinating. What's fascinating, Terry Rose? What is fascinating to you? I'll tell you what's fascinating to me. The fact that I bought the bottom exactly today. How about that? You see that? See the bottom of this? See right there? I bought 13 shares of the S&P 500. Right there. 9 o'clock. Right there. Exactly there. You like that? Beautiful that was. Best trade ever. Best trade ever. Time the market beautifully. Right, okay. We've got 19 minutes to go. It's rubbish. 84 people. It's like we're back to the beginning. Oh. But you know what, though? We got the best 84 people in the world. That's what we got. We might have only 84 people, but we've got the best 84 people in the world. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it. Oh, it is subscribers. I've even got it. I've not even got it members only. Oh my God, it's even worse. It doesn't matter. We're doing reviews tomorrow. Maybe everybody will find that boring as well. Reviews. Let me see if Sensei's still getting watched. If he's still getting watched, it's going to be hell up. Let's have a look. We've got a bit of time to go yet. So we got that. Hang on a minute. I'm getting confused now. My brain's gone. That doesn't take much, does it? Analytics. Live views. Oh, hello. Oh. MicroStrategy booked in.
Zach Zeit donated $10 through a super chat. Mr. Earnings tomorrow, please.
It's not Mr. We know what it is. It's MicroStrategy. Right. Hope it's better than the flipping Robinhood's earnings, mate. Otherwise, we're going to be having to sign on the dole again. Right, Zach Zeit, MicroStrategy. Here we go. You'll get a promotional video for this as well now. Oh, my God. And Eli Lilly. Got to do that as well. So here we go. May 1. MSTR. Should we record that now? This is MicroStrategy. So let's do that now. MSTR. MicroStrategy. What time is it? Let me have a look. Investor relations, live video webinar, first quarter, May the 1st, 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 4 p.m. So here we go. 3:30 for 4 p.m. All right. And all right. What about Eli Lilly? Eli Lilly. Let's go back to look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Eli Lilly. What are they doing? Eli Lilly. Preview earnings call. May the 1st. Pre-market. Oh my God, I've got to get up early. May the 1st. Oh, hello. It's not so bad. May the 1st. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So May the 1st, tomorrow. 9 o'clock. So 8:30. Hey. May the 1st. Here we go. 10, 9, so 8:30. 8:30. I'm tired today. I feel like an old man today. I do feel tired. I think it's having to deal with Sensei and Vaz on phone calls when I'm trying to eat my bloody, my key lime pie. That's what it is. It's worn me out. Dealing with the econ man, dealing with Leah, dealing with Vaz. I'm putting out fires today. Talking about MSK and Stacey. All that's going on. Yeah, too much, folks. I'm too old for this. Right, okay. Oh, dear God. All right. Here we go then. How long have we got? We got a few minutes before they report. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, best trades ever. Look at this now. 181, up it goes. Go on. 182.4. With that means I've now got 340, 360, 370, 371,000, and we're down. Wait till we go back up again. All right, be 380,000 again. Well, it's not been there yet. That's a new record. Sorry, Martyn. Yeah. All that whiskey. Got nothing to do with that, mate. Jay Youngblood, nothing to do with that. letting us riff-raff just say anything. Yes, I'm letting the riff-raff, the general subscribers say anything. Just make sure that you behave your bloody selves. Behave yourselves, bloody hell. All right, Zabiel up. Right, here we go. I've got to earn some money now. I've got to earn some. I'm really tired. This is completely worn me out today. I've got to sleep. I actually, someone said to me at the beginning that the earnings is boring. If the earnings is boring, I've got to sleep. How come you chose VU over FXAI? I don't know what FXAIX is, to be quite honest, but I just want the by market cap weight of the S&P 500 in its purest form. SPY or VU. VU is cheaper, and I don't mean the price, I mean the expense ratio, so it's a no-brainer. Right, let's get to it. Yeah, you can say sorry now. You can say sorry now, Vaz. Too late now, mate. It's too late. The damage is done. 1448. God, I'm absolutely exhausted. I could just go sod it. Why don't I just do that? I'm the boss. It's my show, isn't it? I might sleep during the earnings. How long have we got? We got a few minutes before they announce it. Right, Eli Lilly, here it comes. Snooze you lose. I know, Kent. I know, but sometimes I'm so far ahead I can snooze right now. It doesn't matter now. Kent Paranormal, Simon, I bought the perfect moment again today. Again, 25 trades now, 25 wins. Okay, here it comes. Do some work. You ready? Do some work. Eli Lilly in the morning, ticker symbol LLY. We're covering the earnings. Do you want to get up early? Probably not. Do it anyway. Do it anyway because we're covering the earnings. Why? Because you want to know if the charts are going to go up. We're going to cover it live. It's going to be exciting. We're going to learn about blood on the streets, inflation, trade wars. Oh my gosh, we're going to learn all about it. Tomorrow morning is the Eli Lilly earnings. Join us live. It's going to be great. Well, it might not be great, but I'm just telling you, it's going to be great. We've got to be positive, right? Eli Lilly in the morning. Very, very important. Opening bell. Before the opening bell show, we're going to cover it nice and early. I'll tell you how early it is. It actually isn't that bad, actually, to be honest with you. It's 8:30 in the morning. So it's an hour after we normally start, so it's actually quite good. Eli Lilly on the main show. Click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description, I shall put the event over here. Eli Lilly. And after hours in the closing bell, we've got MicroStrategy. Mr. Michael Saylor, the king of the pyramid scheme. Down here, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Down here, we've got MicroStrategy, how you can spend your money on Bitcoin. You could just buy it or you could buy the company. It's up to you. Join us for that. All right. If you're a member, you can choose earnings like this. We're doing Robinhood in a minute. Take care of yourselves and each other. Eli Lilly. See, I was professional then, wasn't I? MSTR. MicroStrategy earnings, Mr. Michael Saylor, king of the pyramid scheme. Is it a pyramid scheme? A Ponzi scheme? I don't know. Let's tune in and let's find out. You know what we'll be talking about, right? I'll tell you one thing we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about this. Yep. We'll be talking about Bitcoin. Of course we will. So MicroStrategy earnings, can you afford to miss it? I bet he doesn't mention XRP. He never does. He always focuses on one thing and one thing alone, the spinning coin of Bitcoin. Yes, indeed. Join us for the Bitcoin earnings. That's tomorrow night after the closing bell. We've got a busy day. I'm about to cover Robinhood in a minute. I'm loving it. Eli Lilly in the morning, opening bell, closing bell. We've got Sensei doing his show. We've got this doing his show. We've got Vaz doing shows. Everybody's doing shows. We're all doing shows. What is it? What do they say on Monty Python? He's got a sword. We've all got swords. Join us. I know. This is what happens when I get tired. MicroStrategy earnings after hours. Click above my head. Down below in the description. It's red right now because it's red. Tomorrow we hope to turn the studio green. Over here I'll put MicroStrategy. Down here, Eli Lilly. You might like the earnings. You might like to join in. Some people like to join in just so they can fall asleep. They typically fall asleep when I go, it's late night here on Radio 2. This is the Bob Harris Show. They tune in for that. So if that's what you want, you can either have that or you can have Michael Saylor talking rubbish. Either way, you're going to make some money. Either way, you're going to be entertained. Above, down, over here, over here. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Oh my God. All right, let's come back to it. My portfolio's doing great. Yep. Oh my God, what a beautiful day. Best day ever. I bought 13 shares of the S&P there. Exactly to the second of 9 o'clock. I told you what the inflation would be. It was. I told you what the reaction would be if it was, and it was. So it did. So I bought. Been a good day. We got another all-time high. Ready? 182. Up she goes. 184, 185, and the overall balance now is 344 plus 30, 340, 370, 377, 300. Oh, hang on, 40, 50, 60, 70, 370, 379, $380,000 now. $380,000 from $5,000 with no options, no this, no that's an option stuff. No stuff. I know, you're loving it, right? Robinhood, we got 8 minutes to go. What a fantastic day. All right, snooze you lose. FXS is S&P, but lower expense ratio than VU and SPY, managed by Fidelity. Ryan Hinckley, to be honest with you, mate, I've never looked at it. But I doubt if it makes much difference, but I could do a full review on it and check it out. Val Kilmer. What's that got to do with anything? I didn't mean I think they're boring. Perhaps in general, on the whole, everyone thinks it is. Watch all the earnings and reviews. Thank you, Mark. Hey, that's all right, mate. You're from Wales, right? I can forgive you, right? We're friends, aren't we? Binky bonk, the English and the French and the Welsh. Binky bonk scheme sounds exactly like Ricky Gervais. Lovely. Martyn does not sound like Ricky Gervais. Bought some more hood this morning on the dip, holding 712 shares now. Oh, a booty. Hang on a minute. I can't be having this. How many shares have you got? Bugger this. How many shares have you got? 700. Hood. Oh, hood 712. I thought you said 7. Do you know what? Sod this. I thought you said the S&P 500. Oh, I was going to get all clever then. Oh my God, he does. I love it. Oh God, I got to look at it. Got to look it up now. I am loving it. Whoosh. What's that mean? That went up quickly. This is what happens when you invest. Long-term investors, look after yourselves and each other. But that grin makes me laugh at the end always. Well, listen, mate, as long as you're having a good time, it doesn't bloody matter, does it? Doesn't matter, does it? No one bloody cares. Does anyone care? Yeah, the S&P 500. Bloody hell, look at that. Long-term investing, compounding, knowing the inflation numbers, GDP, PPI, CPI, PPI, GPI, GPI, CPI. PPI, CPI, CPI, GPI, you got to know your numbers. Thank you for the beautiful timing on VU this morning. I know, was it the best trade in the history of the world? Literally to the second. I know. It gets that good sometimes on this show. Fantastic. Best ever. You know it's the best ever. That's why we got 1,000 members. Right, we got 5 minutes to go. Should we have a phone in? Who wants to be on the earnings call? Keep me awake. I'm bored already. There we go. There's the live link up. Let's have a live phone in, shall we? Let's have a live video phone in. Here we go. I want to go to sleep. I'm so tired dealing with everybody. Live. I'm too old for this. Live video phone in. I probably am. Sensei goes, no, don't worry, Martyn. Yeah, I'll take over the show. I got this. Yeah, right. I'm just going to give you it like that. You can have the show, $10 million. Right, there we go. Live video phone in. Entertainment at its finest. Samuel Redner. Get a song if you want, mid-show. Name the language, name the voice. Andre Bocelli to Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra. You get that as well as all the stock information. I mean, seriously, where do you get this? I'll tell you where you get this. On this show. It's a silly question, really. That's where you get it. Right. Oh, my God. Look at the state of that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Ridiculous. Got $1,000 a second. Bloody hell. Have you ever known a night like it? I ain't looking forward to the journey home neither. So we've now got, oh my God, 340, 50, 60, 70, 71, 371, 372. Do you know what? I can't even count. 330, 70, 70, I don't know. It's about 380. I don't know. I can't even count anymore. It doesn't matter, does it? Right, Robinhood. Play Fleetwood Mac. But go your own way. We could go our own way.
Performance comes with it.
Nickel added that Starbucks continues to be a strong brand in China, which is their second largest market outside of the U.S. Comp sales there were flat during the quarter. The stock down more than 5%. Scott?
It's going up, so I won't sell.
Stevens. All right, Kate, what about Robinhood?
All right, Scott, so investors are expecting a surge in trading activity amid all of the volatility we've been seeing and been talking about. The main question, the focus for today is going to be, how does the brokerage firm grow beyond some of these volatile market moments and this uncertain macro backdrop? So Robinhood does disclose monthly trading numbers. February, March, those aren't going to be much of a surprise. Investors are going to be more focused on what happened in April. And then any sort of guidance, any sort of color and real-time update on the state of the retail investor. Revenue per user is key, how they're going to be monetizing each account. Total funded accounts, that tends to show any potential progress on taking market share from other firms. Also, gold subscribers, Mizuho, among those pointing out. Crypto spreads is another area to watch. Transaction-based revenue is still the main source of income for Robinhood. Always interesting to see that breakdown. Options, cryptos versus equities. And then any progress around diversifying revenue is also going to be key, Scott. Thank you.
All right, Kate Rooney, thank you very much. The animation rolls, the sound effects play. We got 2 minutes left, and Microsoft and Meta looming.
The animation roll, the sound effects. You ain't got sound effects, mate. You don't know what sound effects are, mate. I've got the sound effects. One of the reasons
that you pay a premium for these stocks is they're not supposed to have that much drama on a quarterly basis. They're supposed to be predictable. They haven't been. So we'll see if expectations are low enough. Microsoft's kind of paid the price for a little while here. The other piece of it, and this connects to Robinhood's report coming out, which is the retail trader has become activated again. And you saw it in the Tesla win streak that's ending today. Every single day, there are these like 6 stocks that trade for less than $5 each, that trade 40 million shares a day. That game is back on. And it's so hard to predict because it's not really driven specifically by tariff news, by the macro data, but it is injecting just a little bit of energy of some kind into this tape. So I do think you have to be mindful of that as we're churning through all the earnings.
Bell's about to go. Robinhood earnings, standby.
In the month of April, to your point, I think, Palantir. Yeah, it's in that mix.
Exactly right in there. And so, it's
here
not
it comes.
To say that those traders are right or wrong.
20 seconds to go. We're about to ring the bell.
You even saw it in the regular retail ETF flows that they didn't blink during that downturn.
Are you ready?
Not in a pronounced way.
Here it goes.
And so whether you take that as contrarian, whether you take that as complacency, or you take it as
5,
this is
4,
a solid source
3
of
to
bid
1
in the market. I think that could be the debate for now. But the leverage ETF, all that stuff, has really come back into mode. So I put it out there and say,
get it.
Get fully despondent.
We're loving it, loving it, loving it. Come on, let's rock and roll. Ding bong, ding bong, ding bong, ding bong. Robinhood. Surgeon, here we go. Alex will be happy. Alex will love it. He likes a bit of Robinhood. Listing wins calling in. Listing win. You never guess who's calling in? Mr. Whiskey. Listing win. Live on the show to the world.
House doing the honors at the NASDAQ. And
come on then.
Wild session to close out an even wilder months.
Robinhood.
Stocks rallying off the lows after an
go. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it.
GDP data. The Dow erasing nearly an 800-point decline, in the NASDAQ managing to close with gains for April. And now attention turns to major earnings coming out in just moments. That is the scorecard.
Moments.
Stay late. Welcome to Closing Bell Overtime. I'm John Fort with Morgan Brennan.
Well, it is one of the biggest hours of earnings season, with results ahead from Microsoft, Meta, Qualcomm, Robinhood,
Oh, a storm
Our
in it.
team is standing by to bring you all of the key
I'm bringing it before
metrics.
You're too
And
slow. You
President
snooze,
Trump
you
is
lose.
expected to speak this hour about investing in America as CEOs convene at the White House,
Go, go,
including
go,
the
go,
heads of NVIDIA, GE Aerospace, Johnson & Johnson, and SoftBank. We will bring you headlines as we get them. But as we await this flood of earnings,
I'll
let's
be
get
before
straight
you.
to today's market action. Joining us now is
Microsoft,
BD8 Capital Partners
NVIDIA,
CEO Barbara Duran. Barbara, it's
Walmart,
great to have you on. It's a mixed
Tilray,
session here
rubbish.
as we
Robinhood,
settle out
loving it.
for stocks. But perhaps what is most incredible is if you were Rip Van Winkle and slept through the
Rip
entire
Van
month
Winkle?
of April,
Who's Rip
you'd be
Van
waking
Winkle?
up and not realizing how wild
don't sound like a
and
real name,
volatile
does it?
this month actually was. Just the fact that the
Look at
Nasdaq's
that.
finishing higher on the month and the S&P
Less
less
than
than
win.
1%.
What do you make of this?
From
Less
the
than
flat
win.
line. What does it tell us about this rebound, and does it have legs?
185,000.
Well, the rebound, it's off, obviously. The S&P got down 20%, and
$186,000 a
that
minute.
was really worst case scenario after the Trump reciprocal tariffs when it looked pretty
We're waiting
dire.
for
And I think since then,
the
he's
good
backed
stuff.
off a bit. We have the 90-day pause. We have updates on autos. And, of course, the big thing is he backed off from
All right, let's fade the music
talking
out.
about
Let's fade the
firing
music out.
out shares.
Listen in.
That really spooked the markets. So the markets recovered about half what of the losses from the high. And I think then you have animal spirits kicking in a bit, believe it or not. I think it's been a buy on weakness. But personally, I think that it's going to be range bound. I think you still have big uncertainty out there, and the tariffs have not started to flow through. You saw the GDP number this morning; it was negative, but there's a lot of the big rush to import
Robinhood
before
numbers
the
on
prices go up
standby.
and that sort of
We're
thing.
waiting for the
You saw,
numbers. We've got the
consumer
earnings call
spending's
coming
holding
up.
Visa this
I
morning
got
talked
my
about
mate
the
listing
resilient
win. Here
consumer,
he is.
American Express a few
Oh,
weeks
hang
ago.
on, he's not in the
But all these
camera. We've got to
numbers,
zoom
all
in.
these things are past.
There he is. How
and
are you,
although in
mate?
the case of Visa, they're
Not
seeing
too
it
bad,
through
now
April
yourself.
21.
Hey, are you loving it, loving it, loving it? We're making money today. Did you buy the dip?
Yep.
Did you buy it exactly 9 o'clock? Did you get the exact bottom like I did?
Yep.
Good man. What did you buy?
Well, it was more S&P and Nasdaq. That's what it was.
Spot on, mate. Do you feel good today or what?
Of course. And what made it even better, I sold actually near enough the top before the drop.
Now you're just showing off now.
I know it's.
But that's what this show's about, mate. This is the one place you can show off how much money you got. Leah said, you can't keep showing off how much money you got. I said, that is a money channel. That's what this channel's about. You can't come on here and go, oh, I can't. You got to come out there and say it. So congratulations to you. You sold at the top. You bought at the bottom. Now what you doing?
Holding.
Good man. I love it.
Holding.
We're on standby. You stay right where you are. I'll be back to you in a minute. I'm very proud of you, young man. There you go. He sold the top. He bought the bottom. He's making money. What a man. There you go. Look at that. I'm loving it. Robinhood, have we got the numbers yet?
On the guide, just in line on the top line. If you take the
Qualcomm
midpoint of
beats
the range here,
EPS.
Qualcomm guiding to revenue of 9.9 to 10.7 billion. That's 10.3 at the midpoint. The street looking for 10.35. EPS guide is a beat, $2.70 at the midpoint versus a $2.67 consensus. Underneath here, it's interesting. The chips business is performing well across the board. If you look at Qualcomm's QCT revenue, handsets a bit better than expected, but automotive and IoT doing particularly well. The licensing business, though, QTL, a bit weaker than expectations for Q2 at $1.32 billion versus $1.36 expected. And the QTL guide is below the street at $1.25 billion at the midpoint versus 1.31
Give me the Robinhood.
expected.
Give me Robinhood.
Not sure that might account for this 6% down move we see in Qualcomm right here in overtime, Morgan.
Yeah, it is a big move for beats on some of those key, given the beats on some of those key metrics. All right, I want to bring Mike Santoli into the conversation too. Mike, want to get your thoughts on these initial numbers we've got, whether it is Qualcomm or Microsoft. Microsoft in particular, 33% for Azure growth. It was better than the street was expecting.
Ooh, look at Microsoft.
Absolutely,
Look
and
at
the
this.
stock wasn't really geared for that. I mentioned in the last hour,
Oh, lovely. 7% up. There's where that's where S&P's coming from.
Shortfalls, concerned about spending. So this obviously is going to kind of enliven the bull case a little bit for Microsoft. Wouldn't say it's gotten super cheap. I think a lot of these big stocks have lived off of the fact that they produce huge amounts of free cash flow every year.
Is Meta up as well?
Microsoft is not really in free cash flow harvesting mode right now, but the top line, the net income number, and obviously Azure growth, all of them definitely, I think, clean beats, and you're going to see maybe the broader market even get a little bit of a boost from that.
Let's stick with Microsoft. Go back to Steve Kovac for more on the quarter. Steve?
Hey, John. Yeah, within that Azure growth number, I wanted to point out another thing. Artificial intelligence made up 16 points of that 33% growth.
Standing by for Robinhood.
Expectations on the Azure growth number, 33%. Street was looking for 30%. We continue to see every quarter over quarter the percentage or the share
Meta shot up
of AI
5
contributing
points,
that continues
5%.
to grow. You're looking at it right there. It was 13% last quarter, 12% the quarter before that. So that continues to grow, showing some strength there in the AI contribution to the cloud, John.
Thank you, Steve Kovac. I do want to note that Meta results are out. We're going through those. But in the meantime, let's get to Kate Rooney, who's got Robinhood results.
Here it comes.
Kate.
Hey, John, yeah, it's looking like a solid beat for Robinhood in the quarter, both on the top line from what we're seeing, as well as the bottom line, and record net deposits. Earnings per share beat by 4 cents. That came in at 37 cents, doubling roughly year over year. Better than expected revenue as well, $927 million. That was up roughly 50% or so from a year ago. Revenue per user also stronger than expected, $145 per user. Funded accounts, 25.8 million. That also beat consensus. And then transaction-based revenue, a beat as well, $583 million. Crypto made up almost half of that. Options revenue, interestingly, was roughly the other half. And then equities, which was a much smaller part of that in comparison, about $56 million total, all stronger than expected. 51% margins for Robinhood, seeing better profitability in the business. $18 billion in net deposits. That was a record. I spoke to CFO Jason Warnick, who told me a bulk of that and those deposits are coming from more sophisticated high net worth traders. So in prior quarters, they said it's about $100,000 on average. More details to come on the call around that. OPEX, I would note a small miss, slight miss. Warnick telling me that was due to more marketing to attract some of those deposits, and says they are seeing momentum continuing. In April, said they see strong engagement continuing by customers. Strong start to Q2, as he put it. He also says they are seeing clients buy into the recent dips we've been seeing. Said, quote, when the market is down, our customers tend to be net buying on the day. A few years ago, folks were worried, he said, about what would happen to the retail trader if the market softened. This quarter, and the strength of April, he says, really helps to answer some of those questions. Guys, shares, it looks like down slightly after hours. Back over to you.
Yeah, and we've been talking about the role of retail traders in this market, so it's interesting to hear those comments. Kate Rooney, thank you. We've got those Meta earnings to bring you. Julia Bortz.
Go on then, give us that quickly.
Meta beating on the top and bottom line. EPS of $6.43, far ahead of the estimates of $5.28. Revenues of $42.31 billion, ahead of estimates of $41.4 billion. That's driven by better than expected ad revenue and a higher than expected operating margin of 41% versus the 37%. That's the street account estimate. Daily active people, these are all the people using Meta's family of apps. 3.43 billion, well ahead of the 3.39 billion street account estimate. Now, just want to note here in terms of the outlook, the company is saying it sees second quarter revenue in a range roughly in line with estimates, but they're increasing the full year 2025 capex to between 64 billion and 72 billion, up from the prior outlook of 60 billion to 65 billion, saying this updated outlook reflects additional data center investments to support our artificial intelligence efforts, as well as an increase in the...
Okay, that'll do. It's a good night. We're all doing very, very nicely indeed. What a wonderful, wonderful evening this is. Oh dear, this is fantastic. Let's bring in my star guest. If you want to call in live to the show, you can join Lestin Wynn, who's calling in tonight. We've got a big screen here. You can all join on the screen with me, up to 10 people. So you can react. So you can put your thumbs up, thumbs down if you like the earnings call. The earnings call starts in 50 minutes. So we've got a bit of time to have a little chat. So Lestin Wynn, what do you think about what you're hearing tonight? Meta, Microsoft, Robinhood.
Good numbers.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of good numbers. All positive stuff, really.
It's exciting, isn't it, really?
It is.
It's
next thing, interest rates to come down. That's next.
They are coming down. Look at inflation.
Yeah, they will be coming down.
Yeah, inflation came down today. GDP, the markets are slowing. Unemployment is slowly creeping up. So we've got unemployment definitely coming, 110%. 110%. So very excited about that. Interest rates coming down. My margin cost will get less. It's about 70% now covered by my margin interest is 70% now, just over covered by my dividends or my extra stocks that I got again today. So I'm just over 70% paying my interest. So when we drop another 0.25%, it's going to help me even more. So it's going to be coming up to the 100% by about June, about the summertime. Once I start reducing it as well. So the interest will be paid by the dividends, and then we're just focusing on just working and keep paying the margin down. Wonderful. What a great time this is to be in the market. Perfect. Microsoft now up 6.3%, 417. Robinhood, after that initial drop there, it bounced up and down, is holding up again. It's good earnings tonight. Bit of profit taking. We gave this a $40 stock, but within another 12 months from now, I'm recalibrating to $80. So we can double from here. There's so much potential for what Robinhood. I can easily see a path to $80. It's a shame we haven't got Alex on tonight. This is his favorite stock. He'll be very excited about this. So 1,500, we should have just hit another new target. 185, 186. Go on, 186. You should be there now. We'll be there in a minute. So, Listing, what's on your mind tonight? You calling in just to be part of the earnings?
Yeah, just be a part of the earnings. Mini celebration for today.
Absolutely. Be part of it. It's been a bloody tiring day today, Listing, when you won't believe it. Last night I was drinking whiskey. Everyone was buying me bloody shots. We were celebrating. I don't even know now why we were celebrating, but we were doing it for some reason. I can't even remember. Drank too much whiskey, and then today's been chaos, mate. I've had Sensei now going live every morning. He's doing an opening bell every morning. So we've been setting him up with new scenes and talking about this, and then videos coming out, and Alvaz is doing more, and then the bloody air conditioning man turned up. All that going at once. Power cuts, tornadoes only like 15 miles north of me. Power going out, this and that and the other, and I'm trying to eat a flipping keen lime pie, and I got Vaz on the phone calling me up, asking me about his bloody video Listing win. This is what I've had to deal with today, mate. Yeah. This is my life today, I'm telling you. It
could be worse. Look over in Spain and France. Their power can for the whole country.
I know, the whole country. Was there ever a result for that? Do we find out what happened, why that went out, the whole country?
I don't think so. I think they're just making excuses. Or anything else.
Someone, you know what it was, mate? Someone forgot to pay the meter, didn't they? To put the little 50 pence in and turn the little lever. You're probably too old to remember that. But back about 30, 40 years, you'd put 50 pence in the meter and you turn it and the electric would come on. So I reckon whoever's in charge of that didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. Right, hello, folks. We got Robinhood selling off now. It's a good beat, a nice position. This is a new entry point. We'll have a little look. The overall markets are pumping. We're up $1,600 now. This could be 186. There it is, 186,000 now. So, yeah, Robinhood's taking a bit of a dive. Let's have a look at the exact numbers. Let's see where we are. If you want, don't forget, tomorrow, live on the show, Sensei can do a chart for you. It'll be live setting you up. Right. We were expecting, this is the numbers. This is how it looks visually, right? We were at 33 cents. We got 37 cents. But look at the upward trajectory until this quarter. So that's why it's selling a bit. It's a drop from Q4 24, no question about it. And we're getting a big drop now. There we go. Now then, $40 would be a nice entry point on this. I know we used to own this for $8. Can you remember that? But that day's gone. You're never going to get that now. It's that was pre-revenue. It's making money now. But $40, if you get the chance to get back in here on this nice beat, it's beating what Wall Street said. It's just not beating the last earnings. So there's a bit of a trim off here. Bounty. Don't forget, folks, we've got a lot of uncertainty, and Robinhood relies on certainty, because if people think we're not going to be buying in the market, but I don't think that's right. We just heard from CNBC. Retail investors are actually gagging to get back in this market now. So Robinhood are going to do fine. They'll probably do even better on the next quarter. So it's a buy from me. It's definitely a buy from me. So anyway, what do you think? Are you in Robinhood, Lestin?
No, trading 212 over in the UK.
Yeah, but do you invest in Robinhood though?
No.
No, you don't own it. No. Do you own Trading 212? Is that a public company?
No. That's just a platform I use.
Yeah, I know, but is it a public company?
I actually don't know.
How can you not know? It's your platform. You should know all about it. I know all about my platform. How come you don't know all about it? How could it be on the platform if you don't know how it works? See, you're like those people who don't read the balance sheets. You might find in a minute that your Trading 212 is an actual platform. You can own it. How about owning the platform you trade on? Think about that.
That would be pretty nice.
I know. That's why I bought Robinhood originally when I was buying individual stocks. I thought, well, if I'm buying stocks on the bloody thing, I might as well contribute to the business that I own. So I bought it. I bought it at $8. Can you believe it? $8. Now it's where it is today. Pretty exciting stuff. Right. You trying to find out, are you, if it's a publicly traded company?
Yep.
Good for you. What sort of computer you got there? What sort of monitor is that? That looks like an old-fashioned big box monitor, is it?
No, it's an Asus one, some gaming.
It's because I'm just getting the top of it. It looks like I'm imagining there's a body going down the back, but there's not. That's the edge of it, is it? It's a flat.
Yeah, just the edge of it.
It's a flat. All right, it is a flat screen. Then that's all right. Then you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Cathode ray tube.
I do. Those big boxes.
Those big boxes.
Yeah. I had one in my bedroom. It's the tiniest screen, but it's so heavy as fuck.
There you go. All right, there we go. Look, we're going up again now, and there you go. Look at that. It bounced straight back. And I was right, you see. It's a good time to buy that. On a dip like that, with a beat like that, knowing where we're going in the rest of the year, definitely worth a buy. If you get a dip on Robinhood, I would say that was a good buy there. You could have made yourself a couple of percent there. It was going green again. Don't be surprised if Robinhood's $53, $54 tomorrow. So you've got a nice little dip there. When that does that, right. Let me read the comments. What's coming in the chat? What's in the chat? Is in this market? Yes. AI is still money printing machine. Hell yeah, said Song for Space. Nvidia is up to the moon. It isn't even giving earnings. Well, the reason for that, you know why? Do you know why Nvidia's gone up? Can anyone tell me 10 points? 10 point. In fact, I'll ask Lestin Win, right? Let's see if he knows the answer. Come on, Lestin. Do you know why Nvidia's gone up tonight?
It's because I'm meta on that.
There you go.
With
exactly.
Nvidia.
It's because of Nvidia and Microsoft. They've put the numbers out. They're spending money with Nvidia. We heard the other day that Google were doing it. It means their capex is up, but they're still making money. So everyone's going, that means Nvidia is going to be up on earnings, which is what we keep saying. Nvidia is going to be on earnings. Whether it's a blowout earnings or not, we're kind of used to that now. But still going to be up from 111. So, of course, Nvidia has moved today. It tells everybody that Nvidia is going to be up on earnings. So that's why it's up. People have bought the future price. And I'm really glad you got that answer right. So there you go. Nvidia is up. LOL. 2% is insane for one day. What's this? What's up 2%? You up 2%? Who's up 2%? What's going on there, Danny? What's up with Anna? I've no idea. Never heard of it. I will take any green day we can get. Absolutely. My Nvidia options are looking good. I don't do any options. I can sell some Meta and buy some eggs. The old show last night, Donald Trump, it was his opportunity to talk to the world and tell us all about it. And what did he do? Talked about Joe Biden and bloody eggs. Unbelievable. What a way to celebrate your 100 days, eh? Unbelievable, isn't it? Right. Hey, Listing Win, you're getting upgraded now, mate. You're going in spot number 8. You know why that is, don't you? Because someone's called in. Someone's called in. Here he is. Now we're going to get spooky now in the chat because you never guess who's calling in. We got Mr. Ghost Hunter. He's got his bloody eggs. How much you pay for them buggers? How much you pay for them?
These are cheap. These are cheap. Didn't you know that Donald Trump's reduced the price of eggs?
He has, mate. He has. Everybody's eating cheap eggs thanks to Donald Trump. I'm bloody loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Right, the portfolio's going up. We're just getting... Is anybody bored yet with making money? Is anybody bored with it yet? Because it's been going on for days. I'm like, I need a red day. Let me go back to the panel. Let me go back to... Because this is what it is. This is a panel. Simon, Mr. Ghost Hunter, Kent Paranormal, how are you feeling today? Where are you calling in from so the world knows?
Calling in from the UK, Kent.
I knew it. How are you feeling today, Simon?
I'm feeling all right, actually. Bought another 1,000 shares of Space.
Oh, space. Another 1,000 shares of space. Let me have a look at it for you. SPCE. Let's have a little look at it. All right, we're up 2.25 after hours. Ooh. You remember, you know what I always say, the magic word? What happens on a Wednesday and Thursday night? If you've been watching the show for a long time, you know that Virgin Galactic tends to move after hours on a Thursday and a Wednesday, and it's up 2.25% after hours on a Wednesday. Did you know that bit of pearls of wisdom? Did you know a bit about that, Simon? You ever heard that one before?
I've heard that before. Yes, I have.
There you go. Good stuff. So make sure you're in for tomorrow night. You never know what's going to happen. We've got the earnings around the corner. Tomorrow we got Eli Lilly. We got MicroStrategy. We got Virgin Galactic on May the 15th. Will you be watching?
I should be, because I paid.
Oh, was it your one? Was it your one?
Yeah, it was one of mine.
One of yours. All right. I don't write down who I should write down. But I don't, because I can't do anything about it. So I just write down it's booked. That's all I do. I write down the time, the day, the stock, and leave it like that. All right. So then, folks, if you just tuned in, if you're wondering what's going on, why am I talking to a ghost hunter and somebody playing on his cathode ray tube? The reason why I'm doing that in his bedroom, the reason why, poor old Leston, he's thinking, really, mate, I'm the new generation. I've never had a cathode ray. Well, he said he had, actually, so, you need to be quiet about that. Right, so anyway, we've got my portfolio going up and up and up. This is good. We've got Robinhood bouncing around. If you get that dip, you want to buy Robinhood, in my opinion. What do I know? All right. I would certainly buy that if I was buying individual stocks. I know where Robinhood is going. I know how much it will do in Europe eventually. And it's paid for, by the way, when they did their acquisition with their credit card and all the rest of it. They've already got everything prepared for Europe. So the big expenses have been made. So the profits are just coming. So I see $80 for Robinhood. Anyway, that's another day, another story. Right now, we're waiting for Robinhood earnings. Let me bring up the Hood earnings. Let me refresh the screen. Here it is. There's the music. This is what it looks like to me. Only me. You can't see this. No one can see this. Just the people with the Robinhood link, which, of course, is just reserved to a handful of YouTubers. You guys, the regular public, you don't see stuff like this unless you Google earnings, and then you find it. But unless you Google it, you don't see it. Right. So, Simon, what do you think from the earnings? What's your price target on Robinhood? Any idea?
Not really, because I don't look at it, to be honest.
That's fair. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. I don't care, because what I'm investing in is going to be glorious.
All right. Well, that's not very nice, is it? What about the people who invest in it, but they pretend to be interested in your Virgin Galactic and your Mobix? What about them people? You got to show some interest in the people that invest in. Listing win, he don't care about it either. He ain't bothered about it. No one seems to care about it. Don't know why you tuned in.
Not in Mobix.
Oh, you were? Have you sold it?
I were. I come out of it.
You come out of
Put
it?
Put it all into Virgin Galactic.
Okay. Good. Well, we're excited about that for you. We're excited about that. All right, so Robinhood's on standby. Let me go over the questions. Alex Hunt is here. Good afternoon, Alex. How are you? Earnings on earnings. Oh, yes. I own Meta. Woohoo! $1.5 grand, 3 shares. I'm loving it. David Knight. The Simpsons predicted the outage. Did they? France, Spain and Portugal lost their electricity. Qatar, they did. Renewable energy caused it. How did that happen then? Oh, my God. If you're calling in, you got to let me know in the chat. Is anybody telling me? Kent's yeah, he's here. Yeah, if you're calling in, you got to let me know in the chat. I can't pick up the phone unless you tell me you're calling in. Look at this. Yeah, we know you've got some.
Free chicken.
He'll be in a minute. If he sees you with your bloody eggs, he'll be in. He's bound to be in. A year ago, Martyn, everything was $8. Hood, Rocket Lab, ASTS was $2. I know. Back in the day, eh, boys? Back in the day, we were here. Now we sound like a granddad. Do you remember? Back in my... Leston's going, never heard of it. Simon knows, don't you, Simon? Ovis. There you go. Ovis bread. When I was a lad, Robinhood was $8. People in the UK getting prepping because it might happen here next. I've been prepping for a while. I've got my batteries. I'm all right. I'm all right, Jack. I'm a bit like Simon. He cares about himself. He couldn't care less about Robinhood. He's told everybody. If you're calling in, let me know you're calling in the chat. I won't pick up the phone to you. All right? If you're calling in, let me know in the chat. Bloody hell, some people don't follow the rules. Trading 212 is not public. That brings me back. The TVs were worse. Kevin, what was that? Because of Trump, because they make AI, because of Microsoft, because there's lots of buying pressure. Trading 212. It's not IPO'd, Martyn Lucas, investor, just saving less in some time. Leston, MSK's done you a favour.
Yeah, I've been messaging him in the chat.
See? Put your Google down. Put your Google
it's not
down.
Too bad.
Yeah, put your Google down. All right. All right, here we go. I make a lot of options personally, not for everyone though. Yeah, I'm not an options trader. I just like to own the business, buy the business. That's it. He's showing eggs like I did. Namisha, you didn't show eggs. When did you show eggs? He's actually called in with actual physical eggs. It's not the same as putting eggs in the chat. That don't count. Never bored of making money. Here he is. See, we're not messing around here. He's got a whole. I can see them falling out. I can definitely. They're gonna fall out on the floor in a minute. Leston, company's house standard. I never go back to being a passive investor, said Songs for Space. He is in the Garden of England, MSK. What's up? During the war, what's going on there? Bought 300 more Nvidia this morning, 105. Woohoo! Thanks to President Trump dropping egg prices, I now no longer have to steal my neighbor's chickens. Thank God for that. I just feel happy for the chicken. I'm not bothered about the neighbor. They can miss a few chickens. It's the chickens I worry about. One day they're living over here, nice little tent in someone's garden. Next day, they're in front of the fire next to the dog. Thinking, this is not where I normally live. Put the chicken back in the tent next door in the garden. Leave them alone. What have they done to you? Who remembers the Tootsie Pop commercial with the owl? I don't remember that one. I'll tell you what I do remember, though. I do remember the mash gets smashed. When mash gets smashed. Remember them? Simon, remember that? The mash. Get smashed, get mashed.
They were little metal.
Yeah.
Little metal.
Like
aliens.
saucepans, like little metal robots.
Yeah.
When mash gets smashed.
You're showing their age.
I know, mate. Anyone under the age of 50 is going, what the hell are you talking about? Ain't got a clue. Doesn't matter. That's what makes us special, Simon. Right, we know it. We love it. Right, we got half an hour to go. We got Mr. Vlad Tenev on the phone in a minute. He's calling me up special. Who remembers? No, we don't remember it, Samuel Redner. Stop going on about it. You forgot, Martyn. I showed a box of organic eggs on the phone in. Did you? Oh, yes. I remember now. Now I remember. I can picture it and everything. I'm not making it up. I can remember it. You asked me if I bought 3 boxes and... Oh, yes. That's right. Yes, that's right. I remember now. We're good. We're good. Yeah, but hang on, Namisha, your eggs. Oh, hang on. Look, very British eggs. But these apparently... Oh, free range. They're free range. Is that... You said they were cheap range. Ones. If they're free ones, if they're cheap, they're... I mean, free range is expensive, isn't it?
I feel the hens have got to be free.
I agree with you.
I don't like caged.
Nor me.
Hens.
No.
I won't support it.
Yeah, I won't support it. I'm right with you there, mate. 100%. I remember Smash Get Smashed. There we go. Andrew Michael from Wales. He remembers it. Hey! Namisha, just reminding him to bargain price. You got them. Martyn Lucas never forgets a great deal. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't forget the money. I don't forget the money side of things. I also remember that you never gave me a super chat. See, I remember that as well. Right, David. I don't remember that. David Ensley, he's smiling. He's loving it. All right, let's look at my portfolio. Oh my God, can you believe it? Look at this. Look at this, Simon. Look at this. 2.5 grand. Oh my God, 186, 187. I'm making $1,000 a minute, Simon.
I want to see 190 by the end.
Yeah, well, if we look at it now, so we've got 340, 50, 60, 70, 82, 83, 383. If you add my Roth to my main account, 383. Bloody hell.
Way to $1 million.
I know. Absolutely. All I got to do now is keep paying the margin down. Today was a perfect trade. Did you see it? Did you see my trade today, Simon?
Unfortunately, I didn't because I was in work.
You missed my best ever trade, mate. I said what I thought the inflation report would be, and I was right. I said it'd be flat, and it was. I said what would happen if it was flat, and I said what would happen if it was worse, and I said what would happen if it was lower. Obviously, we didn't find that out because it was flat. And I told everyone what I was going to do. I was going to buy 13 shares, one more than what I sold. I sold 13 higher to reduce my take my jeans back to the shop analogy. You know how that works. So I sold 13 up here to buy 12 up here to buy 13 down here. I said I'm not going to buy any more unless it goes below my average, because that's what I want to do. I've got enough now to go to $1 million, right? So it got very, very close to my average. It was just a couple of dollars away from my average. And I said, it's not going to get there, because it was getting closer and closer as we were getting closer and closer, like second by second, to the 9 o'clock announcement. As we got to 9 o'clock, it announced, and we were like a couple of dollars away from my average, but it was a flat inflation. And I said, that's great. It's going to go up. It's going to go up today. It's not going to go sideways. It's going to go up. So I decided to buy slightly more than my average, still lower than what I just sold them for. So I benefited, and I bought, and I went in and bought $30, 13 shares, which is about $6.5 grand straight away to the bang straight away, and it's been going up all day. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Happy days, yeah. Perfect trade. 25 trades now. 25 wins. You asked me for 3 boxes of Edge, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? Why are you laughing? It's not rude. It's not a rude thing. Why are you laughing at that?
It just sounds rude.
Does it? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? It only sounds rude if it's in your head. Me and Simon, we're not laughing. We don't see it sound. Does that sound rude to you, Simon?
I ain't even got a clue what they're talking about.
It means nothing to him, look. Why does it sound... It's a young generation. They've got different things in their heads. See?
We're all there at one point.
We're all there at one point. He's young. He's got it on the brain, isn't he? That's his trouble. When you get to our age, you're thinking about, where's my slippers? Where's me tea? Leah, where's me tea? That's what you're thinking. You're not thinking of whatever's going through his head right now. It's not true. Stays with you. I remember the Smash Get Smashed. Namisha, that was the commercial. It's the Tootsie Pop. Will you stop going on about this bloody commercial? I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you phone in and tell me all about it, rather than keep texting me so I can read it on the screen over and over again? Right, okay. How long is it to go? Can't go on like this forever, can it? I got 24 minutes to go for the earnings. How long can I keep this going? Flipping hell. Samuel, could you help me out here, mate? I've got less in win. He's called in, ain't said 2 words, just called in, sits on the screen.
Yeah.
Done. What?
Might as
what?
well.
Do
we
what?
just crossed with 513 points on VU.
What's 513?
On VU.
Has it?
Yeah.
Not again. Oh, yeah. There it is. I know. It's good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it? I mean, essentially, we're laughing and joking. We're having some fun. We've got to keep it light and have some fun. But it's all about buying under value, right? It's all very well and good. We're all joking. I bought the bottom. Yeah, okay, that was just luck, right? I got lucky on the day. We knew it was going to move. Okay, we got lucky. It could have got bought very, very quickly. In 1 second, it could have gone up 2%. I couldn't, whatever. What it all comes down to, though, is knowing the undervalued price. Anything under 19 times earnings is good. We got as low as 18.7 at one point on the S&P. Accompany that with inflation coming down, accompany that with growth, and we had GDP until the tariffs started to slow things down. We've seen that in China. Have you seen the reports in China where they've got factories now slowing to a halt and people not making stuff because there's nothing shipping out? So everything's slowing down, and that's the purpose, what Trump's trying to do, right? To force everything to move back to the US. It's not quite straightforward like that, but that's what his aim is. You put all the things together, and it looked, and with a 25% crash that Trump caused with his moves, and it just looks obvious a time to buy. So we're adding as we go down. We're doing bigger and bigger purchases. When it goes up, we're trimming a little bit just to keep in balance, and then we can sell those back. So we're not just buying and buying all the time. We're just trying to get cheaper and cheaper stock. It's about amassing more and more stock, and then when it goes, and then you sell those, and when it goes back down, you wait. We waited. I mean, we had to wait. I haven't bought a stock now for a week. Just waiting all this week. Waited right up to like 9 o'clock. That was the announcement of the that was the go sign because that was good, and then buy. So it's just all about patience, really. Yes, Simon.
Look at Nvidia. That's moving.
Is Nvidia moving? Let's have a little lookity look. Let's have a little look. Where's my little thing gone? Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia's moving tonight. We learned a lot about Nvidia. We learned enough actually to buy it. Nvidia, we learned a lot on Google night, YouTube, Google night. The Google earnings, they were talking about their spend, their capex to Nvidia, buying the chips. They're still fully buying. We know Nvidia is going to beat on earnings. Anyone who doesn't think Nvidia is going to beat on earnings has been asleep. It's going to beat on earnings. If it doesn't, I'll fall over backwards. I'm sure it's going to beat. And we knew it was going to do well, and we knew Google was going to do well because just ask a YouTuber. And I can tell you since January, my CPM rate has been going up every single month. CPM rate is cost per thousand. That's the amount a company pays to advertise on my channel. They pay more and more because they want to bid to get higher spots and so on and so forth. That's how it works. So when I see my cost per thousand going up, I know that Google is earning more money because I'm earning more money, can see it. So I knew that Google was going to do well. It's kind of like a nice insider little tip there. If you're a YouTuber, you can see if that YouTube is earning more money. So that's kind of cool. So we knew Google was doing well. And when they said they're spending money with Nvidia, and now we've just seen Microsoft and Meta do well. I haven't read the report, but I bet you any money they'll say they're investing in AI and they're buying Nvidia chips. We know that Nvidia is going to do well. If you look at everything else, the fact it was $84. If you bought it $84 when it went down, you've got a steal there. Did any of you guys buy Nvidia on that dip, $84? You didn't get that?
No. Well, I mean, technically with the S&P, but
exactly. That's exactly. Spot you. And Leston, I actually think you're buying it the better way because because of the finance sector outperforming. Now we've got energy and pharmaceuticals. These three sectors are doing well. J&J, Pfizer, all blow-offs, all really good. Despite the talcum powder, J&J is doing well. So if you buy the S&P, whichever, VU, SPY, doesn't matter. You're buying Nvidia for every dollar. You're buying for every 100, you're buying about $6 worth of Nvidia. Plus, you've got the protection from the finance, energy, and pharmaceutical sector. So you're literally buying it at those prices, even though you're not buying it directly. You own it, and that's why my S&P is doing what it's doing today. Look at that. 2.6, Simon. How about that, Simon? Hey, Simon, if we met down a pub, mate, I could now buy you a drink. How about that? What do you like, mate? What do you want?
Jaeger bomb.
A Jaeger bomb. That's not a real man's drink, is it? That's a kind of like after party, totally smash my brain in drink. I mean, I'm on about you meet at the pub. You go, hello, mate. What do you want?
Remy Martyn.
Remy Martyn, a brandy?
Yeah. There we go.
I knew. Do you know I got a Remy Martyn pin? I played in. It was in the Devonshire Hotel in Plymouth, in Devon, years ago. I was doing a ladies' night for the Masonic Lodge in Devon, and it was sponsored by Remy Martyn, and they gave me a little pin. Oh yes, so I know all about them. But you wouldn't have a beer with me at the bar then? You wouldn't have a lager or a beer? No, straight to the brandy.
Yeah, brandy, of course.
It's got
to be neat brandy.
Well, I'm like that. Yes, I have my whiskey. I don't like anything in it. You saw me last night just drinking. I don't have any ice, don't have any water, just whiskey. Yeah. My mate George, who's 80 years of age, he's American. He ain't got a clue, mate. He gets Scottish whiskey and he ruins it. He puts ice and water. I said, what are you doing, George? He says, that's how I like it. So you got to drink whiskey the way it was made, mate. It was blended to be just like this, like your brandy. It was blended by experts. They didn't just go, I'll throw some water in it, did they? It's like these people who go to a posh restaurant and they order a nice meal by Gordon Ramsay, a cordon bleu chef, a Michelin chef. He's prepared the perfect meal. He's seasoned it. He puts it in front of you, and you go, "You got any salt and tomato sauce, mate?"
Yeah, tomato sauce.
It's like, well, wouldn't you like to try it first? Oh, I never thought of that. I just always put salt on. Yeah, because you normally eat crap. Try it. Oh, yeah, it's quite nice. Yes, I know. I'm a cordon bleu chef. I seasoned it. So whiskey's right. You're right. Drink it neat. If you can't handle it, get out of the kitchen, have a cup of tea instead. You're right. You're right. But you're very sophisticated, though. If I'm meeting you down the pub and you go straight to brandy, you don't even say, I'll have a beer with you, mate. You're going straight to brandy. That's very sophisticated, mate.
I've never bottled with Jaeger.
He's hardcore, isn't he? Straight to the hard stuff. What about you, Liston? We're down the pub and I say, hey, Liston. Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got big storms down here. Liston, I'm in the pub. I say, hello, mate. How are you? And you're surprised by that because I'm talking to you and you're thinking, bloody hell. I didn't think he'd talk to me. He's this big superstar on YouTube. I didn't think he'd be really talking to me, just a common man on the street, you know. But I do actually. Sometimes I do come off my throne and talk to people, regular folks. They can't believe it. But there I am. I'm in the bar and I'm asking you. I'm saying, listen. And you go, yeah, bloody hell. You're still paralysed by the fact I'm talking to you. But you get over that, mate. You think YouTube's not important. Listen, can I buy you a drink? And you say, yeah. And then I say, what do you want? And you tell me, what do you want?
Guinness.
That's what I'm talking about, Simon. See? A proper man's drink. He has a Guinness.
Guinness or then
I like
after
Guinness.
that whiskey.
There's nothing wrong with the Guinness. If you're calling in, folks, let me know in the chat you're calling in. If you want to call in, the line is open, but you have to let me know you're calling in. If you don't let me know you're calling in, you remain invisible in this behind the software. So we got the video phone in. For anyone who's calling in, let me know in the chat you're calling in. Otherwise, you'll remain in a dark room forever looking at nothing. Mate, have you ever had Guinness in Ireland, Leston?
Well, I'm from Ireland, so yeah.
Of course you are. Why was I thinking not? I'm sorry. What part of Ireland are you from?
I'm from Limerick.
Limerick? Did I tell you my family's from the Southern Ireland? I've told you that before, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kilkenny, I think it is. Kilkenny, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's where my family are. Anyway, it's nice to have you here. I do like a Guinness from Dublin. It's not the same in England. It's not the same in America. They serve it beautiful over there. Lovely.
What I was trying to say earlier was you could see the markets move a bit more. Trump is doing another press conference about investing in America. In the next
He's doing that now, is he?
Yeah. I've just been having a look at it on the news.
It's not on Bloomberg. What are you on about? It's not on Sky News. What are you on about? Where are you seeing this?
I'm watching it on Forbes.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I ain't got that one. Now you're making me look bad. People are going, oh, I need to tune into somebody who covers Forbes, right? I ain't got that. Anyway, look, This is the Robinhood earning. Don't rubbish my show. Tell me that Donald Trump's doing something that I can't cover. If you want to go and watch Forbes, go and jog on to watch it then. I'm only joking, Leston. I know. I can't cover it all, can I? Right. Let's get ready to it. We've got, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the stock market rally. This has got to be another one. Here we go. 186, 187. Bloody hell. $1,000 a minute. I feel like Rockefeller. I feel like Donald Trump. That's what I feel like. There you go. Keeps going up. Robinhood's a buy again. As it approaches that bounce level. Oh, Robinhood's a buy again. Who's buying Robinhood right now? How long have we got? We've got 15 minutes. Let me refresh the screen. Robinhood. If you want to call in and be on the call, you can call in. All you've got to do is tell me you're in the chat. You're calling in. Here's Robinhood's link.
As soon as he said it was a buy, it just shot back up.
Did Robert? You're watching it now, and Trump's saying that the market's a buy.
No. No, the actual Robinhood's. You're on about it dipping down. You're saying you should buy it, and it should just jump straight up.
I know. Well, that is because that's why it's a buy level. You sound surprised, Leston. You sound surprised.
No, it's not surprised. It's just like it happens straight away. Normally it's a couple of seconds, then it happens.
Well, this morning, mate, it happened to the second.
Yeah.
This is what you get on my show, mate. This is it. This is what you get.
Got some crystal balls.
You don't need a crystal ball. You just need YouTube app with me on it. That's all you need. If you got that, guaranteed to make money. You cannot lose. Oh, God. Right, we got 14 minutes to go. I'm excited. Robinhood, come on. All we need is Vlad Tenev to talk it up. So we got this, folks. We got a poll over here. Let me give you the link. Simon's not voted on it. He's relaxed with his Jaeger bombs and his flipping brandies. You can see him just lounging back in his studio, wherever he is. Look, right. Let me drop that back there. There's the link for you. Right. Let's see what the votes are. This has been sitting here for about an hour. I've just advertised it though, so we'll see what happens. 0, 0, 0, 0. No one's saying is it a buy, hold, or sell. Let's refresh it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We've now got 62 votes, and it's a 52% buy. They are listing win. So there you go. The investors say it's a buy. I say it's a buy. Every time it dips down there, you should buy it if you're not in it, because I still see an $80 12 months track for this. So even though it's not $8 anymore, it's 45. And 48, if you can get it on that little dip, I think you'll do all right, because retail investors will want to buy it because they'll want to invest on the market as we come out of these tariffs. And we've only got a month or so to go before we start. Well, we've got any moment to start to get in any news, but in a month from now, it'll all be taken care of and it'll all be over. You'll either be in or you won't be, and then you'll be chasing the market again. So it's up to you how you want to play it. Now then, if you've just tuned in tonight, as we're talking Robinhood, let me give everybody the link. There's Robinhood UK. There's Robinhood USA. So if you're in the UK or the US, sorry, Leston, you can't get either because you're in Ireland. Rubbish. You can't get it. If you're in any of those countries, you can click on that. You can get some free shares. You might win $7 or something, or you might be like one lucky person who won a whole share of Apple. Have you ever used my Robinhood referral, Simon? Nope. Have you got Robinhood?
Nope.
Why don't you get it? There's free shares here.
Nope.
What, $7?
One person won a whole share of Apple on my referral. It's free. Take you 2 minutes. Set up an account. You haven't got to use it. You got your trading 212s. You got your whatever. But you might as well open it up. It's free. You might win a whole share of Apple. Why would you not do it?
I've got eggs. Don't need Apple.
Nvidia.
You don't need any free shares because you got eggs. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. If that's how he sees it, Leston win. That's how he sees it. You can take a man to eggs, but you can't make him eat them.
Nope.
It's not actually that. It's actually take him to water. Anyway, Leston, what were you going to say?
I got a bit of Nvidia off your referral.
Oh, did you?
Because I'm in the UK. I'm in Scotland at the moment, so.
Hang on, you just said you were from Ireland.
Yeah, I'm from Ireland, but I currently live in Scotland.
That's why I'm confused. See, I thought you're messing me about here, mate.
I know.
I live in Scotland, but I'm from Ireland. And you visited other places in between, probably, have you?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Right. We'll just leave those out of it then, all right? Otherwise, I'm going to get really confused, right? You're in Scotland now, but you were born in Ireland.
Correct.
Okay, good. We got it straight now. Okay, now if you want to call in and be on the show, the link's in the chat. You can call on in. I'm going to end the poll right now. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it open for a bit longer. In the chat, it echoes pretty much what's in the main poll. Buy 51%, hold 20%, sell 10%. No one is selling, okay? People are buying and holding. So there you go. So my thought of the day, my top tip, completely useless thoughts are, if it dips, you buy it. It's just beating on earnings. It's good. We know it's going to do well this year. If it dips, you buy it. And in fact, what I would be doing if I was an investor now looking for an entry point on Robinhood, other than go and read the balance sheet first, because it is expensive. You know, it's not a free stock or anything. And when I say $50, I don't mean $50 expensive. I mean the actual value PE ratio. All right, it's expensive stock for price to earnings. If I had $1,000, if I'm very bullish on a stock, I put 80% in and hold 20% for a dip to lower the average. If I'm bearish, but I want it, I say bearish, I'm just concerned it could go lower. I'd put 40% in, so $400 out of my $1,000, and I'd leave the other $600 to ladder in on the way down. But in this case, I'm bullish on it. I'd put 80% in, because I want to be in, because I think this is going to go up from here. But if it does drop down in the morning or next week or whatever, I can add a little bit more. I've kept 20% to one side. That's how I invest. That's how I basically structure my S&P, even though I'm using margin. That's how I think about it. I've always got some way of getting something lower and improving my position. It's not just... there's nothing left, and if it dips 1 penny, I'm on a margin call. I've always got room to take a profit. I've always got room to buy lower. I've always got room to sell something, and always keep those options available to me. Right, we've got 8 minutes to go. Vlad Tenev, come on, mate, we're waiting for you. Let me refresh the screen. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a fancy thing. We got a fancy thing now. Here we go. Robin has got a countdown. We might get a presentation then. If we've got some visual on the screen, they might give us something. So very, very nice indeed. All right. So if you just tuned in, welcome everybody. If you could tap the like button, that would be great. So Robinhood earnings. Rubbish likes tonight. Only 61, 69. Click subscribe, ring the bell. And we just did some magic tonight. Really, really good. We went through... What have we got? Oh, 2,000. Oh, we're doing really well here. 78,019, another 10. Excellent stuff. Let me just refresh that. There's the show. Okay. Bloody hell, this thunder is pretty scary. It's going back up again. Hell. So just a few minutes ago, let's see what we got. Oh, that's refreshed. 7 minutes to go. Let me go cover your questions. Nvidia call for December. We're a good buy today. Says SPH. I got SMCI at 20 on this morning. Let's go. Yes, SMCI. I got a big story about SMCI. Brandon, if you were a member of mine, I would give you the whole story. But you're not. I'm going to give you, I've got a special paid service here. Look, members only. Ready? SMI. Look quick. Gone. There you go. You got to be a member to see that. So Brandon, become a member and I shall do you the full update for you on SMCI, why it went down this morning, where we see it going. I'll even give you a little AI analysis on it for free. Just becoming a member. Normally you got to pay $5 for that. I'll do that. Amina, how are you, Amina? It's lovely to see you here this afternoon. Oh, you got a picture now? You got a picture. Amina's put a picture on her little icon there. We always wonder what Amina looks like. That's what Amina looks like. SMCI will kill shorts next week with guidance, Mr. X. Yeah, but be careful, though. They have a good track record of not reporting on earnings. So, Mr. Lucas, I'm trying to load the boat on Tilray. Aha. Are you a member? Midnight? Oh, you should be a member. You want to know why? Here it is. Here it is. I'm having some fun this afternoon. Look at this. We got 5 minutes to go. If you're a member, I could show you some secret information from Tilray. You ready? 3, 2, 1. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's gone. Did you see that? Tilray. Rescheduling. I've got some details on it. All right. You want to become a member? I'll give it to you. I'll do an AI review as well. There is the membership link. All right. I'm Czech, living in Denmark. I love it. I've been to both places, the Republic, Czech Republic and Denmark. I sat with the Little Mermaid. Let me see if Simon knows what I'm talking about. Simon, do you know what I'm talking about when I say I've sat next to the Little Mermaid? in Denmark? No? Do you know Leston?
Never been to
No
Denmark.
clue.
Sorry.
No clue? Does anybody in the chat know what I'm talking about when I'm saying I'm sat next to the Little Mermaid in Denmark? Come on. Someone's got to know this. Bit of general knowledge. Yay, 78,000, said Alex. Robinhood, Alex, you want to call in, mate? It's a great night for your favourite stock. Look at this, Alex. Robinhood, beat on earnings. Hurrah! Okay, guys. I'll tell you what it is. On the harbour in Denmark, in Copenhagen, wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen, plenty old girl of the sea, la, 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 la. Have you heard of Hans Christian Andersen?
Yes.
You're just making it up. You haven't, have you? Have you heard of him, really? There you are. Liston's going, no. He wrote Thumbelina, The Little Mermaid. No? He wrote books like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and all that lot. You heard of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Bloody hell. That's Disney. Right. Well, he's a bit like that. He writes books in Denmark. He was a cobbler. He was a cobbler and he got famous writing books. And on the symbol of Denmark is the Little Mermaid. It's a statue that sits on the harbour and looks out to sea in Denmark. And you can go to Denmark and you can sit next to the Little Mermaid. It's the symbol of Denmark. It's as famous as bloody Buckingham Palace in London. But for Denmark. We have Buckingham Palace and Wembley Stadium, 1966 and all that. And Denmark has a Little Mermaid. Ah, see? What do they have in Scotland, mate? Liston? What do they have in Scotland? I know what they have.
Plenty of whiskey.
Plenty of whiskey, but what do they have? If you what's the symbol of Scotland?
Loch Ness.
Yeah. Or what about Edinburgh? What about Edinburgh? About the Edinburgh Way? Where they have the fireworks and the castle. Ogmany.
Ah.
Do you not agree? New Year's Eve? Not really.
No, it's not really a big thing. It's not really...
What do you mean it's not a big thing? It's where New Year's Eve was invented, Hogmanay. It's the home of it. Was it not a big thing?
I never came across it until I came over to Scotland. I didn't know what it was.
You tell me you've heard of New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Right. It was made famous in Scotland, Edinburgh, Hogmanay. That's where it started, Destin.
Yeah.
But you're from Ireland originally, though, right?
Yeah.
So what's the symbol of Ireland? And you've already said it.
What? Whiskey?
No! The other one.
Ah, Guinness.
There it is. Bloody hell, that was hard work. That's it is. They're the symbol of Ireland. You know it's a symbol of Ireland because when you get on a ferry, go across to Ireland, they sell you Guinness fridge magnets. So it's got to be. It's got to be the number one thing in Ireland because you get on the ship, don't matter whether you go with Stena Line or the Irish ferries, don't matter who you go with. I've been with them both. Never played on one of those though. They don't hire entertainers of my caliber. All right, you're only on the ship for 2 hours. They don't pay top brass. They pay like 50 quid, and that's your top lot, right? And they have fridge magnets with little elves, not elves, pixies. Pixies. I think it's pixies and Guinness. The two things you have: little green men and. All made in China, of course. Anyway, we've got 1 minute to go. Everyone tuned in for the earnings and they got all this bloody nonsense. Unbelievable. Right, here we go. 1 minute, 28 seconds. If you want to call in live to the show, the link's in the chat. You can call in. Just let me know you're calling in. You can join our lovely panel tonight. Be part of it. Join in. Say hello. Robin had told me I should have tack lots on my phone app when I went to share that, and they would fix it to me. I guess I have to get in touch with them again as it isn't resolved yet. That's right. I love this show every day. Always upbeat and so much information. Thank you, Martyn. Still think, though, they're doing an amazing job. I know, Mermaid. See? Kata knew it. Hans Christian Andersen. I'm in the tail to tell. Caps lock. It's a statue. Correct. It sits on a rock. Can you call in on Apple Vision Pro? Yes, you can. I don't bloody know. Just click on the link. How do I know how your Apple Vision Pro works, for God's sake? Just click on the link and call in. Smash the like. All true. Oh, 25 seconds to go. Where's the audio for this bloody thing? There we go. Oh, Alex is calling in. Here he is. This is Alex. This is Alex, the Vision Pro man. Doesn't look very good to me. Right. We're waiting for the thing to start. Here we go.
2025 earnings call. Joining today are Chair and CEO, CFO Jason Warnick, and VP of Corporate Finance and Investor
Alex,
Relations.
your camera's
Chris
not turned
Cable.
on. I can see it at the top.
Vlad and Jason will offer opening remarks and then open the call to Q&A. During the Q&A portion of the call, we will answer questions from institutional research analysts, and we will also answer questions from retail analysts who may hold an ownership position in Robinhood. As a reminder, today's call will contain forward-looking statements. Actual results could differ materially from our current expectations, and we may not provide updates unless legally required. Potential risk factors that could cause differences, including regulatory developments that we continue to monitor, are described in the press release we issued today, the earnings presentation, and our SEC filings, all of which can be found at investors.robinhood.com. Today's discussion will also include non-GAAP financial measures. Reconciliations to the GAAP measures we consider most directly comparable can be found in the earnings presentation. With that, please welcome Vlad and Jason.
Oh, let me just stop the audio. We don't want the little music. Okay, there we go.
All right. Hey, everyone. Great to speak with you again today. Thank you for joining us. This is our second live video earnings call. I think the last one hopefully was informative and entertaining, so we're happy to be with you again. If I had to sum up the quarter, what I'm most excited about is the incredible product velocity. And it was across our three focus areas, which, if you remember, are building the #1 platform for active traders, being #1 in wallet share for the next generation, and building the #1 global financial ecosystem. So let's get into it in a little bit more detail. When I look at our active trader offering, it just keeps getting more disruptive. We launched futures and prediction markets in Q1, and futures are accelerating nicely. So about 4.5 million contracts traded in April alone, which is more than all of Q1. So Q1, which was a strong quarter, greatly was accelerated in April. And prediction markets have done over 1 billion contracts in the last 6 months. And we've recently started to increase the breadth of the contracts we offer. So we're still very much in the early stages there. On Robinhood Legend, which, if you remember, we announced at Hood Summit late last year and launched fully a few months after that, we've been making a lot of improvements. We've upgraded speed. We've brought in new asset classes like crypto and index options. We've added support for joint accounts, more indicators and charts, and really more features being shipped on a weekly basis. So the team has just been executing incredibly quickly on making Robinhood Legend the best platform for active traders. And all of that has been driving strong incremental volume on the Legend platform. There's actually a lot more to come. The team's already spending a lot of time preparing for the second annual active trader event, which we'll be holding this fall. We're also working to serve far more of our customers' assets. So at our last City of Gold event, just this past March, we announced 3 new products: Robinhood Strategies, Robinhood Cortex, and of course, Robinhood Banking. Pretty awesome that Robinhood Strategies already has over 40,000 customers and over 100 million in assets. So that's gone off to a very rapid start.
It's
Robinhood
Alex.
Gold. So when you look at the Gold credit
He's
card,
on Vision Pro.
we doubled the Gold
That's
card
weird.
holders to 200K just in the past few weeks. And we love what we're seeing. We know that there's a ton of excitement about getting the credit card from customers. We see it on social media and in the questions, and we're excited to accelerate the rollout from here. So already doubled, and it's going to continue. Retirement assets, they're now up to 16 billion, which is up about 20% just from the start of the year. And we closed the acquisition of Trade PMR, which was bringing over 40 billion of platform assets to Robinhood. So a lot of progress on wallet share. And on global financial ecosystem, this is our 10-year arc, we continue to make the UK brokerage offering better and better.
Alex is using Vision Pro, so that's an animated version of himself.
That. Bitstamp acquisition still on track to close mid-year. And we're heads down getting things ready for the crypto event, which will be in France in 2 months. So we're very excited about that. There's going to be some new things unveiled. And wrapping it all up, as a result of the strong product velocity, we saw strong business results as well. Revenues up 50% year over year. Trading volumes all up double digits year over year, including a record quarter for options trading. Record net deposits as well, 18 billion of net deposits in the quarter. So I'm glad to see the strategy's working. Customers are not only trading more with us, but they're entrusting us with more of their assets. Gold subscribers nearly doubling year over year to 3.2 million as of the end of the quarter, and actually now 3.3 million in April. And that's a 12% plus adoption rate overall. But if you look at new customers who joined Robinhood in Q1, about 1 in 3 became gold subscribers relatively quickly. And we look on international, that's continuing to accelerate. We are now up to over 150,000 international customers, and that's just going to keep going and going. So we feel great about our product velocity and the business results that it's driving. I'll turn it over to you, Jason, to talk through financials, and then we'll go straight to Q&A.
Okay, thanks, Vlad. Q1 was another quarter of profitable growth as revenues grew 50% year over year and EPS more than doubled. Our focus on profitable growth drove 72% incremental margins as adjusted EBITDA margin expanded by 11 points from a year ago. And over the past 12 months, revenues reached 3.3 billion and adjusted EBITDA was 1.7 billion as we continue to grow and diversify our business. It's also great to see momentum continuing into the second quarter. April net deposits are around 6.5 billion. Equities trading is a 4-year high. Options are in the zone of an all-time high, and crypto trading is north of 8 billion. Also, margin balances are about 8.4 billion, which is up 2x from last year. I'm pleased with our customers' continued engagement. It's driven by a greater share of active traders who tend to stay resilient through volatility, continued market share gains, and diversification into newer areas like Robinhood Legend, advisory, futures, and index options. Let's take a closer look at our Q1 financials compared to a year ago. Q1 revenues were 927 million, driven by strong growth across the board. Transaction volumes increased by double digits across all categories, including up 84% year over year in equities, and we saw record options volume in the quarter. Interest earning assets and securities lending activity continued to grow, more than offsetting short-term rates, and other revenues grew as gold subscriptions reached new highs. We also stayed disciplined on expenses, leading to 51% adjusted EBITDA margins. In Q1, adjusted OPEX and SBC was 533 million, in the middle of our updated full-year outlook range on a quarterly basis. As we previously announced, we anticipate approximately 85 million of costs from Trade PMR in 2025. So we updated our full-year outlook for adjusted OPEX and SBC to 2.085 to 2.185 billion. As a reminder, this outlook does not include costs from our anticipated acquisition of Bitstamp or provisions for credit losses. Let's talk for a moment about how we're diversifying our business. You've heard me say that we have 9 businesses that each generate over 100 million in annualized revenues, nearly double the number we had just a couple years ago. And I'm excited to say we have many more that are quickly scaling. For example, we've recently launched 3 new products, futures, index options, and prediction markets, where the ARR for each of them individually is already around 20 million. And with the addition of Trade PMR, we've added a business that has a $50 million run rate and a nice track record for growth. And there's several more businesses that we recently announced and
the dip was there. I hope you took it
later this year, including Robinhood Strategies,
I was
Robinhood
right
Banking,
again,
and our acquisition of Bitstamp in the middle of the year. So we're incredibly excited about all these new businesses, and I like our opportunity to build many of them into additional $100 million revenue businesses in the coming years. I also want to give an update on our share repurchase program. You'll recall we began executing on our $1 billion share repurchase plan in Q3 last year, with target completion over 2 to 3 years. Since then, we've moved faster and have deployed over $650 million at an average price of $33 per share. This includes over $300 million of buybacks in Q1, which more than offsets share issuance for Trade PMR. Given our strong performance and positive outlook, our board has increased the authorization by $500 million, taking the program up to a total of $1.5 billion.
Ooh.
We expect to deploy the remaining $800 million plus over roughly the next 2 years, but we're keeping flexibility to accelerate if market conditions warrant. So we feel great about our business and financial results and remain focused on driving another year of profitable growth in 2025. We're continuing to work to maximize earnings per share and free cash flow per share over time. With that, Chris, let's move to Q&A.
All right. Thank you, Jason. For the Q&A session, we'll start by answering the top few questions from Say Technologies ranked by the number of votes. We passed over questions that we've already addressed on this call or in prior quarters and grouped together questions that shared a common theme. After the Say questions, we'll turn to live questions from our analysts. So let's kick it off with our first question from Say. Patrick asks, what is Robinhood doing to accelerate credit cards and checking accounts to their Gold members?
Thanks for the questions. I'll start with the Gold card and maybe turn it over to you, Vlad, for banking. As I've mentioned, it's really important for us to study customer behavior as we roll out the card. We've been doing that and have increased the number of cardholders from 100,000 to over 200,000 just in Q1. So far, what we're seeing in terms of customer behavior is in line with our expectations, so we feel good. And we plan to continue increasing the number of cardholders throughout the year. But along the way, we're going to continue to be measured in the near term. Vlad?
Thanks, Jason. Yeah, on the banking side, so we announced at the Lost City of Gold event.
I've got a solid gold one. I've got a solid gold one.
And the philosophy behind this product
is
that we want to build a compelling banking experience.
Sold it now anyway. Sensei's going to get it.
So
it's rubbish.
If you're someone who's a high net worth individual with more assets, we wanted to provide a digital banking experience where you feel like you're not making compromises relative to
MSK donated £2 to a super chat.
And I don't think
I was
any
right
digital bank
again.
has taken
Hashtag
that
Martyn
approach.
and the Lucasides low.
We're extremely excited. We've been testing the product internally. It's looking really good. I think you're gonna like it. And at
if
the
it
event,
is
we
what it
announced,
is, you got to say it
rolling out
right
to the public in Q3, and we feel good about that date. So stay tuned. The team's been working incredibly hard.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Vlad. The next question is from Nico, who asks, when will users be able to invest in private companies such as SpaceX?
Yeah. So this is actually one of our top policy priorities. We believe that it's actually quite crazy that, customers can't invest in private companies, given that private companies, companies are staying private longer. The days of, a Microsoft going public at a multi-100 million market cap, or Apple,
I didn't know this,
at relatively low market caps, and you being able to take advantage of a lot of the appreciation in public markets, they're fewer and far between. Now you have companies like OpenAI and SpaceX still private and in valuations of hundreds of billions. So those gains are accruing to a smaller and smaller group of insiders. We have the technology to do this, And in fact, I wrote in an op-ed for the Washington Post that, tokenizing private equities is a huge unlock, both for individuals, but also for these companies and for crypto technology, which can actually solve a lot of the problems in secondary market transactions that have been tried thus far. What's needed is comprehensive security legislation in the U.S. and also for us to rethink the accredited investor rules, which shut out north of 80% of the public currently. So both of those we're making progress on. We're in active discussions.
Alex
There's
is going to buy
definitely a willingness
SpaceX
from the administration and lawmakers to engage in these issues. So stay tuned, but we believe we're going to make progress here.
Great. Thank you, Vlad. And then the last question is from Paul, who asks, when will Robinhood offer 401k plans to businesses?
The market like that.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Our 10-year arc, our long-term arc, is to build the #1 global financial ecosystem. And what that means is expanding our business from retail only, which it pretty much is now, to also serving businesses and institutions, and also expanding from primarily US to being a full global platform serving customers everywhere, regardless of whether they're individual retail businesses or institutions. And so when we look at that B2B opportunity, we think businesses and institutions have fundamentally similar needs in many ways to retail. The things that we're building, the innovations we're building for retail, things like 24-hour trading, rock bottom margin rates, also appeal to institutions and businesses. And there's so many opportunities. 401k administration for businesses is one. You also look at things like employee stock plan administration for public companies. You look at institutional prime brokerage, and of course, serving registered investment advisors, which we're now getting into through Trade PMR. And we think that's an enormous opportunity to serve businesses. If we look at registered investment advisors, it's a business that has an additional layer of compounding. So not only are we taking advantage of the great wealth transfer, where young people are going to be making more and more money over time, we're getting more customers, but as we get more advisors, that's a third layer of asset growth. So for the near term, we're working really hard to integrate the Trade PMR team and technology, build a great experience serving registered investment advisors. We want to make sure we stay super focused and we don't take on too much. So that's been our B2B focus for the near term. But over the long term, we do think 401k is a sizable opportunity that we'd be excited to tackle alongside all of the other things in our 10-year arc.
Great. All right. Thank you, Vlad. That concludes our shareholder questions from Say Technologies. Now we will open the call to Q&A. We ask that each person limit themselves to one question and return to the queue if they would like to ask a follow-up. To enter the queue, please press *11 on your phone. And if you'd like to leave the queue, please press *11 again. The first question comes from Chris Allen at Citi. Chris?
Yeah, afternoon, guys. Appreciate the question. The health of the retail customers is a big focus in the current environment. I was wondering if you could peel back or provide some additional color on April. Metrics you provided were very solid. Curious if margin balances kind of improved towards the back half of the month, whether you've seen net new account openings and the strong deposit numbers. Are those coming from existing customers or new customers to?
Hey, Chris, thanks. It's Jason. I'll take it. And Vlad, feel free to add in. So we saw incredibly strong engagement across the board, not just in Q1, but it continued into April, as we said, and it was throughout the month of April. So I wouldn't say it was front loaded or back loaded. It was really a strong month in total. We're seeing strong additions, as Vlad alluded to Robinhood Gold, and you know the strength in net deposits is pretty diverse. And what's different about us today than perhaps a few years ago is there's just a lot more options for customers to place their assets, whether it's the growth in retirement, the nascent growth in strategies, certainly brokerage. We're also seeing it go into crypto. So I'd say that there's a pretty broad-based strength of retail engagement that we're seeing. and all signs are positive throughout the month of April.
Yeah, the only thing I'd add to that is, unlike where the business was back in 2022, where we were predominantly focused on novice investors, the new focus on being the best platform for active traders has made us more resilient in times like these, because we used to just not have a lot of mechanisms for customers that were more sophisticated, that wanted to trade sideways or declining markets. They just couldn't engage in that super easily on Robinhood. But just recently we've launched futures, and as we shared, futures had a very, very significant growth in April, with over 4.5 million contracts traded, outright contracts. We've rolled out an amazing experience for multi-leg options trading on mobile, the side-by-side chain, which will make it easier for advanced traders to engage in the multi-leg strategies. And Robinhood Legend continues to grow and get better. So now we have multiple mechanisms for these active traders to engage no matter what the market environment is in. So even though we're diversifying the business with 9 business lines of over 100 million, and we're getting less reliant upon trading in the revenue mix, even within trading, it's becoming more resilient. So I think we're very excited about that, and there's still more to come.
Great. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Vlad. The next question is from Dan Doloff from Mizuho.
Hey, guys. Hey, Jason. Hey, Vlad. Great quarter as always. Very impressive. Really quick, looks like Robinhood Gold is doing really, really well. And hopefully I didn't miss and it was already addressed. But, this seems to be growing way faster than we had expected. What should we be thinking about in terms of the trajectory of the growth here? Because it seems to be, I think you had 550,000 quarter-over-quarter increase this quarter. So maybe just some color on how big it could be and just the velocity there, which seems to be very impressive. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll share some higher level thoughts. Jason, feel free to add in. Our aspiration, I already think Robinhood Gold is the best deal in financial services. But I think the aspiration is to actually make it on par with the best membership loyalty programs out there. So we're not just looking at financial services as a benchmark. And in reality, these types of products are, until we came along, relatively unique in our industry. But we're looking at things like the Costco membership. Amazon Prime is an inspiration. And we're really sort of like students of this. And I think that the improvements that we've made in day one and Q1 attach rate, which have been tremendous, are just the beginning. I think that when you keep hearing how crazy high of a value gold is, and why we don't raise the price, not just from analysts but also customers, I think we feel very good. We're on the right track, and credit card is continuing to roll out. That's in the relatively early stages. Banking, which is going to be a gold only product, that's looking really, really good. So as far as we can see, the gold roadmap is looking very solid.
Great. All right. The next question is from Devin Ryan at Citizens.
Hey, Vlad. Hey, Jason. How are you?
Hey, Devin.
Want to ask a question on crypto, specifically, seeing a little bit of a pullback, record fourth quarter, and we know, that was kind of particularly elevated. But would love to just get a little bit of color from what you're seeing or hearing from customers there, because it's still very active. And I know you're going to have the update in June, so I don't want to completely front run it. But at the same time, I'm curious kind of the level of urgency to do more as this industry is getting unlocked. We're hearing more about kind of a race on stable coins, and so just love to kind of get a sense of how hard you guys are pushing there, and then also just the engagement from customers, just given that we're off the highs a little bit. Thanks.
Yeah. So, I mean, crypto had an awesome quarter. We had about 260 million in revenue for the quarter, which was the second highest quarter in recent years. Last quarter obviously was higher than that, but it's going to go up and down in terms of trading volumes. But what we like to look at is market share. And if industry volumes are going down, but market share is going up for Robinhood, and we're continuing to unlock and add more selection and add more products, we feel like we're doing very, very well. So the team has been cranking. There have been a slew of improvements, both for traders and, coming down the pike, but more selection, smart exchange routing, and the team's been executing a lot, and there's so much to do. So we're excited for the June event, but I'd also tell you we're diversifying the business outside of the crypto business, which will make us less reliant on crypto transaction volumes. But also within crypto, there's going to be diversification over time. So crypto itself will diversify and be less reliant on transaction volumes in the future.
Great. Thanks, Vlad. The next question is from Roy at Crossroads.
Roy.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my question. I really enjoyed getting that early look at Robinhood strategies and seeing what that platform is about and what you guys have been building. And I'm curious if you could give us any early read on that product as far as how it's being approached by customers, how many are actually looking at that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we shared earlier over 40,000 customers already, over 100 million in assets on strategies. I'm sure you've seen, some of the engagement on social, customers sharing their portfolios and talking about how, despite sort of like the volatility of the times we're in, product's been holding up very, very well. So it's continuing to grow. We're adding more and more features based on demand, but early read has been tremendously positive from the customers that have it.
I did this.
Thanks, Vlad. The next question is from Patrick.
There's my main account. There's managed.
Good evening. Thanks for taking the question. So
just $200.
The futures
it's doing well.
Offering again. You mentioned that you've seen 4.5 million contracts traded in April, so it sounds like that's picking up pretty nicely. So just curious where that volume's coming from. Is that existing customers? Are you finding that you're winning customers from other brokerage platforms there? And then any specific commentary that you can give on, whether there's specific products or specific asset classes that you're finding your customers are migrating to. Thanks.
Yeah. So I think it's a little bit early to give you sort of like the full read, but we're seeing good signs of these volumes being incremental, actually. And the reason we can tell is we look at a lot of our futures traders. They also are trading equities and other assets, and you're actually seeing the power of having multiple assets in one platform shine through there. And really, the thing that futures allows customers to do, easy ability to take short positions, which we still don't have equity shorting. And while that's coming, it's sort of an outlet for that type of advanced systematic trading. We have the ladder. And we also have those markets trading around the clock. So it's really opening up new behaviors and new styles of trading for our active traders. So that's I think why it's seen such good adoption. Plus the product experience that the futures team has built, they've done a really nice job, particularly on the mobile ladder. And there's more to do. Futures on Legend, for example, and making it available also to outside the U.S. as we continue to expand there.
Great. The next question is from Craig Siegenthaler at Bank of America.
Thanks. Good afternoon, everyone. So my question is on Cortex. Are you going to charge for this product, or is it offered, or will it be offered for free to your Gold subscribers? And is the launch planned towards the end of the year for Q25?
For Cortex?
Yeah,
we'd like to. I think we'd like to get it a little bit before then. Teams have been working hard to get that out, and Cortex is what you saw announced in the Lost City of Gold events, just the beginning. So we announced Cortex for stock digest that'll help customers answer the question of what's going on with the stock. also Trade Builder, which will help customers execute on an options trading strategy given a viewpoint and a selection of a particular stock. And it'll be for gold subscribers. So right now, no plans to charge additional fee. We want to give this technology to our gold customers. And you should see it actually permeating the entire Robinhood experience. So this is just the
Gave
start,
you the buy-in, and I was right. Again, up it goes. It's broken the resistance, going straight through.
Traders across different platforms.
Fantastic.
And also, we're continuing to make progress, improving the operations of the company and also the customer service through AI. So while maybe that's less overt, it's incredibly powerful because it gives customers resolution, really effective resolution whenever they run into issues.
Great. The next question is from James Yarrow.
Crypto is in the UK on Robinhood. Use the Robinhood wallet.
Good afternoon, and thanks for taking my question. Vlad, I wanted to ask a longer-term crypto one for you. We've now seen all 3 U.S. banking regulators shift their posture to allow them to participate in the crypto ecosystem. What role do you expect U.S. banks to play across both retail and wealth versus institutional crypto? And what does this mean for competition and pricing in the U.S. crypto markets?
Yeah. I would just put out there, I like our positioning. It's always hard to speculate on what, competitors may or may not do before they have products in market. And we're focused on driving innovation here. So obviously we've done well on the trading side. We think crypto is interesting as a foundational technology that could actually improve a wide variety of financial services, not just spot crypto trading. So we think we're just in the early innings of having this technology permeate the financial system. And, we're excited to see what not just we bring to market, but what others can do, partnering with us and just independently as well.
I think as more competitors enter the market, it makes crypto more mainstream, which makes the market bigger. And I think we've been demonstrating our ability to take market share. So I really like our competitive position.
Thank you. The next question is from Amit at Amit is Investing.
Hey, Vlad. Hey, Jason. Congrats again on a great quarter. My question here is on the promotion you guys ran for the 2% match in March. Jason, I know you said you've loved the unit economics on these matches. Can you give us a little bit of insight on the types of customers you brought over in March and if you think the 2% match is sustainable to continue bringing over more of the wealthier clients? Thanks, guys.
You bet. So first of all, incredible engagement by customers, record level of net deposits. The promotions were not the majority of that. In fact, they were, in Q1, less than 15%. Customers love it. We love it. And you're right, Amit. I love the economics of it. The payback periods are really attractive, consistently below, across all of our promotions, below the clawback periods on that. In terms of the kinds of customers that we're getting large customers. The average customer transfer per user was $90,000 overall. So we're getting large customers. And then what's really interesting is for taxable accounts, because we had taxable and non-taxable promotions. For taxable accounts, it was double that.
Large
so
customers, you hear that, Alex? $90,000. You were a large customer. I got 380
for the promotion.
I'm a whale.
So, we
a
really
bloody
love,
whale.
These promotions. We like the customers that we're getting, and they tend to have larger balances.
How about that, Simon? I'm a whale on Robinhood.
The next question is from Matt O'Neill at FT Partners.
Yeah, thanks so much for taking my question. I joined a little bit late, so apologies if this has already been discussed.
There it goes. Look at that, folks.
Around crypto pricing, it seems like things are moving in the direction that they have been for a number of quarters now. Maybe you could just discuss kind of where that stands as far as the experimentation that continues, as well as I believe there's some further experimentation going on with volume-based pricing. Thanks.
Yeah. You want to hit that, Jason?
Sure. I mean, we're continuing to experiment. We've been seeing the take rates, come up sequentially for several quarters now. What I'd say is when we look at take rates for crypto for the month of April, it's in the similar zone to where we were at in Q1. I do think the big opportunity for us on experimenting is tiered pricing. While Robinhood has really attractive pricing on average, I think that there's a big opportunity for us for the highest volume traders of crypto to get a better price from Robinhood, and that's what we're really experimenting with. And we like what we're seeing so far, but we're still pretty early in those experiments.
All right, thanks, Jason. The next question is from Brian Bedell at Deutsche Bank.
Thanks. Good afternoon, guys. Maybe just going back to the net deposits in March and the continued traction in April.
Robinhood Wallet.
The actual active trader
You're
mix,
asking me
within those
there.
net deposits. So you talked about the 180,000 average balance on the taxable side.
Purple one
either
with a
Jason or
white
Vlad, can you talk about what you're seeing from active traders coming into the complex and the usage on Legend? I think the last time you quoted that was about a $50 million run rate. I don't know if there's an update.
There it is. There's nothing in it.
Maybe
Obviously, it's all in my main account, but there's the Robinhood Wallet.
As we roll out through the year.
Maybe I'll start, Vlad, and then you can kind of fill in. So last quarter, we said $50 million ARR. We didn't update it this quarter. We'll just update that periodically. But I can tell you that we've seen strong growth sequentially in volumes through Legend as active traders continue to adopt and engage with the product, and as we continue, to Legend. One thing that's really nice is that when we look at incrementality, the vast majority of the volumes that are coming through Legend are incremental. So that's super encouraging.
Yeah, and in terms of roadmap for Legend throughout the year, rounding out the feature set. So futures on Legend is oft requested. Customers want to see the ladder, which they love on mobile on Legend as well. And then continuing to refine and improve the active trader experience and also the live streamer experience. So we've added a bunch of new widgets, snapshot, to make live streaming on Legend better.
Stand by for Discord update in a few minutes.
The velocity of this team continues to be really, really strong, and we've got more in store even prior to the active trader event in the latter half of the year.
Great. The next question is from Ben Budish at Barclays.
Hi, good evening, and thanks for taking the question. I was wondering if you could, Jason, if you could talk a little bit more about what you're seeing on the credit side. I'm particularly curious about your expectations for credit loss provisioning for the year. I know it's a hard one to model and probably a hard one to guide to. I think in the last quarter you said it should run maybe like around like the $20 million range. You came in a little bit higher than that, which I'm sure is somewhat in response to the the changing macro backdrop. But how are you thinking about? How should we be thinking about that line, and any other color and you can provide in terms of credit behavior? Are people using this card as are they accruing balances? Are they maximizing for points? What sort of activity are you seeing? How do you think about sort of managing credit risk in this environment? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, we really like what we're seeing from our customers. Delinquency rates, write-offs are all very, very low and in line with our expectations. And when we look at broader industry data, there's nothing that we're seeing that's particularly concerning. That said, we're continuing to have pretty tight underwriting standards so that we build a book of business that can be resilient regardless of
separate app.
The backdrop. In terms of the provision for credit losses this quarter, I'd actually point you to on the brokerage side, not on the credit card side. We had a step up in some brokerage related losses, not related to margin book, but more kind of fraud related. Teams all over it, not something I'm worried about. But in terms of the gold card, we like what we're seeing in terms of the customer behavior. We are seeing a nice ramp in the revolve rates, which is in line with our expectations. And customers are engaging with the card in a variety of ways, using it for all types of purchases. And they're certainly enjoying the 3% rewards on the card. So
I'm bloody loving it.
So far, so good. We continue to hold the path. We added 100,000 card holders in Q1, and we intend to continue to add card holders throughout the year. In terms of the expectations for provision, I would expect it to just increase gradually through the year as we roll out more.
That's service for you, isn't it?
Yeah, and product experience for the credit
How
card
about that for
app,
service?
Keeps getting better and better, and it's going to continue to improve, particularly when it becomes the banking app. So we're excited for that in the coming months.
It's the crypto wallet.
Excellent. All right. The next question is from Alex Markgraf at KeyBank.
Hey, Vlad. Hey, Jason. Thanks for taking my question. Jason, maybe one for you on just sort of taking all of these new products together and understanding that there might be some yield differential, if you will, or an advisory and things like that. Could you just sort of speak to contribution margin and how you manage that line as you launch and scale new products at different price points, different monetization levels?
Yeah, absolutely. Every business that we go into has different economic characteristics. Some might have lower return on assets. Some might be more monetized just directly from trading activity. What I would tell you is that what we're trying to optimize for over time is just increasing earnings per share and free cash flow per share. And I think as a technology company, we're incredibly well positioned to serve a variety of different businesses with a variety of different economic characteristics at a really low incremental cost. And that's leading to pretty high incremental margins. You can see this kind of in our overall business as we're growing revenue much, much faster than our bottom line costs. So we're seeing really nice leverage and 100% increase year over year in earnings per share. So we feel really good about just continuing to stay focused on the customer, our three priorities of number one in active traders, number one in wallet share for the next generation, and number one in global financial ecosystem. And if we think if we stay focused on the customer and keep our primary financial lens on growth of earnings per share, we're heading in the right direction.
Thanks, Jason. The next question is from John Todaro at Needham.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my question. It's on prediction markets. So 1 billion traded over the last 6 months. Does that basically leave us with 500 million or so that was outside the November election? And then any sense how much was kind of March Madness or sports related versus other events?
Yeah, that's right. I'll be happy to field that one. So out of the 1 billion contracts traded, just less than half of that has been sports, and that's March Madness, but we also had the Masters, and now there's NHL and NBA contracts as well. So the plan is still continue making the product better. Now that we have so many contracts, discoverability and organization, something that the team's looking at. And we think that this is an incredibly powerful nascent asset class. And you should see more and more contracts and a wide variety of contracts over time. So we love what we're seeing. And it's so early that, the potential of this is vast.
All right. The next question is from Tanner at Future Investing.
Hey guys, great quarter. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, we hear you. How you doing?
Okay, perfect. Doing great. Within the new verticals like you guys have with event contracts and credit cards, are you guys attracting new users onto the platform without simply going to brokerage first? Any insights on that? And if they're upgrading to gold or eventually cross-selling to other products would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a mix. I think what you typically see to begin with is, we like to test it among existing users, particularly the most active users tend to be, the earliest to adopt. And we have a large install base of north of 25 million funded accounts, which I think has been a huge differentiator for us relative to other businesses launching products. So we have lots of channels where customers can discover products, different cross-sell surfaces in product. and also marketing activities and referral activities. So depending on the product, we use one or multiple of those. And credit card is a little bit unique because that one top of funnel has been relatively easy. As you know, there's about 3 million on the wait list, and we're rolling it out rapidly. But our thesis that that by offering a great product experience with great economics, we wouldn't have to pay the gigantic cost of customer acquisition that the incumbents have gotten used to paying seems to be bearing out. So we're excited about that.
I would just add that Robinhood Gold does play a pretty important part in this. When you become a Robinhood Gold customer, you bring in more balances, you deposit at a higher rate, and importantly, on the cross-sell point, you're much more likely to adopt more products. And so take retirement accounts as an example. You're like 4x more likely as a Gold customer versus an average customer to have a retirement account. And so I think, and they have 5 times the assets. And so, being a Gold customer is kind of central to our strategy for cross-sell. And then as we continue to offer new and interesting products, our customers are discovering them at a faster rate.
Thanks, Jason. The next question is from Brett Knobloch at Cantor.
Hi, Vlad and Jason. This is Thomas Shinsky on for Brett Knobloch. Thank you for taking my question, and congrats on another great quarter.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. I just wanted to touch on the launch of the speed routing for crypto traders. I know we've touched a little bit on crypto pricing here, but I just wanted to see how adoption has been amongst traders for the smart exchange routing and how we should think about the impact on your blended crypto take rate over the next few quarters as adoption for this new product grows.
Yeah, it's still early. It's in the relatively early stages of rolling out, and we're experimenting with it. So far, results look good. In particular, for the active traders that are engaging with the order book directly through tools like Legend or even on mobile, they want to be able to interact with the order book and see the price. And it also gives us the ability, as Jason mentioned earlier, to give preferential pricing to customers that trade more. So overall philosophy is, as you bring more and more of your activity to Robinhood, whether that means crypto trading activity if you're an active trader or just assets, the experience should get even better for you. So that's kind of the long-term goal. The more of your activity, the more of your assets you bring to Robinhood, and the longer you are with us, the better the experience gets. And I don't think that's actually universal. Most other financial services products are the opposite. They kind of get worse for you the more money you have. Stay tuned, but that's kind of where crypto is headed. I think in the future there will be more customization and pricing depending on your activity and sort of your engagement with the overall Robinhood platform.
And I would just add that I don't think that tiered pricing necessarily means a lower blended rate. I think the big opportunity is bringing in trading volumes that are today not coming to Robinhood. And so we'll have to see how that plays out. As we mentioned, it's small today, and April take rates are in line with what we saw in Q1.
All right. The next question is from Edward Engel at Compass Point.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. Most of my questions have been asked already, but I just wanted to touch on trade PMR. You talked about $85 million of incremental costs for this year. I guess as we kind of exit the year, look to 2026, what does kind of that core run rate cost basis look like? Is there any opportunities for savings there?
Yeah, I would just say that in that 85 is including deal related costs. So we have an opportunity to take that number down, particularly by next quarter, even as we move forward.
Okay. The next question is from Kyle Voigt at KBW.
Hey, good evening. Maybe another question on crypto, but on the regulatory side. Last quarter, you noted that more regulatory clarity was needed to offer crypto staking. I just wanted to get an update on that and really wondering whether you'd be satisfied with guidance from the SEC, or do you need to see a more comprehensive crypto market infrastructure bill or regulatory framework passed to get comfort there? And then in terms of the comprehensive kind of crypto bill, was there anything proposed in the prior FIT21 digital asset bill that would cause or necessitate any material changes to your current operating model for crypto more broadly?
Yeah, we don't see anything that's concerning with regards to the crypto operating model, but there are opportunities. I think the big opportunity is clarity on listing crypto asset securities and actually not just for brokers to be able to list these assets, but also for issuers to issue these assets. I think that will unlock a ton of economic value for the crypto industry in the U.S. So that's been kind of our primary policy objective in Washington when it comes to crypto. I think it's been good in the sense like not having a regulation by enforcement posture has been a boon to the industry, but now we have an opportunity to go further and make this technology useful to everyday people and to institutions in a real big way. So that's kind of what we're working towards in Washington.
Great. The next question is from Evan at Stock Market News.
The Discord server link is in the chat.
My question.
Just click on that and subscribe to the service.
I want to talk.
There's no more free service as of today, as Alex just stated.
And features and business lines. I want to ask a little bit about time spent on the app and users' minutes, and if you guys have seen any changes, and if that's something you guys are watching and optimizing for.
Yeah, great question. You know, we've traditionally done very, very well on those types of metrics. I mean, people find the Robinhood app very engaging, despite the fact that we don't spend a ton of time or efforts driving that. The efforts are all on making great products, making sure that customers retain really well and build a great product experience. And, you know, more recently, driving gold subscription, the retention of gold subscribers. So really thus far, the focus has been on making it easy for customers to get in, making it easy for them to adopt the gold subscription. And once they have gold, sort of like facilitating them seeing the value across all of the products that are on the platform, and then making sure we uphold the commitment to having a great product experience throughout the journey. Not to say that there aren't opportunities, and we're actually investing more in building out our related teams there on the growth and the marketing side. But yeah, thus far it's been focused on making sure the products are really, really high quality and customers are experiencing tremendous value from using that, and Robinhood Gold in particular.
One of the things I'm excited about is the potential for Cortex to make the app even that much more engaging throughout a day. So looking forward to seeing the team execute on that one.
Great. The next question is from Ken Worthington at JP Morgan.
Question and squeezing me in. I'd love to get some better insights into sort of the event and prediction market business. Are these participants more like your equity, option, or crypto customers today? What sort of penetration would you expect in the prediction markets of these customers over time? And then do prediction market customers have sort of higher or lower velocity than the other segments of your business? Are these like super active, or are they, you know, more or less active? Like, where do they fit into the, you know, continuum of your customers?
Yeah, I think the great thing about this business, about the prediction markets business, is it appeals to a broad range of customers, and we actually see very, very different behaviors, even within prediction markets when you talk about different contracts. So, for example, the group of customers that engages with the economic prediction markets is not the same group of customers that engages with the masters, for instance. And so many of young people who are our customer base love sports and love following news and current events. So actually what you see is like pretty wide dispersion. Yeah, it's not like, you know, other assets where if you're an options trader, you know, a number of options traders are, you know, coming and primarily engaging with that. You see these customers engaging in a wide spectrum of assets and sort of like trading activity quite broad and varied among the rest of our products.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
All right. The next question is from Steven Chubak at Wolf.
Hi, good afternoon, and thanks for squeezing me in here. Jason, you typically provide near-term guidance on NII, and I was hoping you could speak to where you expect NII to land in 2Q based on spot or current balances, and with 4 cuts reflected in the forward curve, might be helpful if you could provide an updated sensitivity to interest rate cuts.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen. So we didn't provide specific guidance for NII. What I'd tell you is that when we look at the effect, again, just isolating for a 25 basis point cut, the impact would be on a standalone basis about $50 million as a headwind. Now, when we look at, you know, over the last year, the rates have come down quite a bit, yet we have grown our interest earning assets at a pace that has outpaced the effect of dropping rates. And so it's a little misleading to just hold everything constant and say 50 million. So we're continuing to gather assets from customers, and we've seen a really nice growth in interest earning assets. And then I know you've heard me say many times, we also believe that we've got a really nice natural hedge between interest rates and trading. So as rates come down, there's an expectation that we have that that trading would go up and provide a nice offset to any impact there.
All right. The next question is from Mike Cyprys at Morgan Stanley.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for squeezing me in here as well. Just a question on 24/5 markets. I was hoping you could talk about the traction that you're seeing from clients in your overnight sessions, how that's contributing today, and talk about some of the steps that you're taking to drive greater customer uptake of this. And if you look out 3 to 5 years, what does success look like here for your 24/5 markets? What portion of equities options volume do you think this could represent for Robinhood?
Yeah, I mean, 24-hour market is continuing to grow. Obviously, you see bursts of engagement when macro events are happening after hours or on weekends, and there you see it in 24-hour market first. And I think you're seeing it become a standard. So probably 5 years from now, you're not really going to be talking about 24-hour market and sort of like core market. It'll become table stakes for any platform servicing active traders to offer this type of feature and to kind of follow us in there. I think you're going to see the exchanges offer it as well. So it'll be an anomaly for something to not be available on 24-hour market. I think it becomes even more imperative when you start looking at international expansion. You know, as we get into Europe and Asia, where there's less and less overlap with U.S. East Coast working hours, that's just going to be another tailwind for increased volumes and adoption. But I think the long-term trend is 24/7 for every tradable asset.
All right. And then the last question is a follow-up from James Yarrow at Goldman Sachs.
Thanks for taking the follow-up. I just want to touch on Bitstamp. When the deal is closed, could you just help us think about what that acquisition could mean for the way you route your crypto orders in terms of internalization as well as the crypto take rate? And obviously recognizing the deal will add institutional volumes, so that could pressure the blended take rate if you don't break that out. But so maybe if you could just isolate the impact on your retail crypto take rate.
Yeah, we're very excited about Bitstamp. oldest and longest running crypto exchange out there. So that makes Robinhood the oldest and longest continuously running crypto exchange, which is very exciting. Still middle of year for close. I don't want to front run any specific announcements on what we're going to do, but what I'll tell you is institutional is a big opportunity for us. We're obviously not really in that space yet, but we see a lot of opportunity, and also international. Bitstamp has a global presence. Crypto is increasingly global. We're going to do more and more there. And in terms of customer execution quality, at the end of the day, the goal is to give customers choice and to provide a great execution experience. And Bitstamp certainly will play a role in that. We think it just gives us another lever to give our active traders more ways to execute their orders.
Okay. Well, that concludes the Q&A portion of our call. Before we end the call, Vlad, I'll turn it back to you for any closing comments.
Yeah, just want to say thank you guys for joining us again. Second live video earnings call. I think we're going to continue to do it. I think they're going to get better and better. But really, we've got a lot of work to do. It's going to be a busy year. The roadmap is incredibly full. So thank you for being on this journey with us and for listening, and to the analysts and investors, retail and institutional, who continue to engage with the company. So we're by no means slowing down. It's going to be a busy year for us, and looking forward to seeing many of you at the France Crypto event.
There we go. There's another earnings call from Robinhood. Great stuff. Well, let's look at the poll and see how you voted. So, is it a buy, hold, or sell? Undecided. 52% with 62 votes. We'll refresh the screen. 62 votes. It's now at 96 votes. 54% buy. Wins it by a mile. Hold 23, no one selling, and undecided is just 9. That means Robinhood just did a great job. Means people like it, they're buying it, they're holding it, they're not selling it, and only 9% don't know what to do either way. Very, very good indeed. Okay, another wonderful evening here with the Lucasades. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. It's been a very, very long day. We are now 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on the Extra channel. We're now all day, every day on the main channel. Sensei will be back in the morning. There's more premieres coming out tonight. We'll go back to our team in a second. Let me just give everyone the... let me just give everyone this a second. Just bear with me. I'm going to give you the link for the Extra channel. We're going to replay the day's events. If you missed anything, we've got people coming in at different times of the day. So here's live on Extra. This will run throughout the night and play back all the things that you've missed, but with live chat. So you can talk to all the Lucasades investors around the world. Different time zones will be joining in. Let me end the poll. On the main poll, it's on the poll in the chat, it's 50% saying buy, 20% saying hold, 10% saying, 12% saying sell, and 18% undecided here in the chat. All right. There is the link there. I will make sure that this live stream goes through to the, so I'll put next, whoops, daisy, next live now. Put that in there. Customize that. We are in subscriber mode at the moment. Redirect. Yep, that's all there. Okay, so we're all set for the end of the show. Let me go back to our panel. I think we've just got Alex actually on the line. Alex stayed with me. So, Alex, you're an investor in Robinhood. You happy what you heard tonight?
It was way much better than the last time. You remember I've said that Vlad was looking like a little bit nervous. It was his first time. Glad to see both of them a lot more confident. I was waiting a little bit more news about UK.
Yeah, shame.
Hanging there. A it's not just as easy as we think. Like, and I know I'm investing on Hood, and it's not gonna be easy. They've got plenty of work to do. It just takes time. So brilliant news. I love them. Glad to see actually Hood and Nvidia bouncing back. Also, I think Vo is bouncing back, and Apple.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Absolutely a phenomenal night. Phenomenal night. I've got another new high. Here it comes. $187,000. So what is that in total? 340, 370, 382, 381, 383, $383,000. Flipping heck. It's going up extremely quick. There is the power of compounding. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I can't wait till I get paid in 3 weeks. I won't be buying anything. I'll just be paying down margin, and my balance will go up. The gain won't go up. When you add money, your gain doesn't go up, but your balance does because your margin gets reduced, so your balance goes up. Fantastic. Thank you, Alex, for joining me. Our other guests who fell away at the end there. It's got late at night in the UK. But Alex, thanks for joining me. I'm absolutely whacked. We've got premieres coming out tonight. We've got the extra channel. The link is in the chat, but I've got a big announcement to make now, so stand by. The extra channel is live. You get the restream for the day and so on and so forth. Today is the last day of the month. As Alex told you, the Discord free is now closed. All right? If you click on this link that I gave you in the chat, Discord Premium, there it is. It's $2.99. Now I'm going to click on it. So I'm going to show you what you see. This is what you see when you click on it. Now we've got somebody currently working for us today, as we speak, in India, actually working behind the scenes, and we'll be introducing you to him soon, Alex. He'll be giving you some tours how to work on a Discord and do other things. So you'll be learning all the tips and the tricks with us. So there you go. Now, when it says join the server, this button here, all right, if you click on it, you won't see anything. And there's no point clicking on it at all. You can do it if you want, but you'll be in and see nothing. That's the one that will let you in. Now, what's happening? Over the next 24 hours, 48 hours, it's in process now. There's someone working on it as we speak. What's going to happen is this. If you are a premium member, if you've clicked on that button and purchased your seat on the board, you'll be in and you'll see that the server just gets better and better. More things get added and so on and so forth. For those of you that are free, you won't be kicked off, but your role will be removed. So you won't have a role. You won't see anything. You'll just be like the ones that are signing in and not seeing anything. All right? So that's what will happen. And what we'll do, if that happens, it will happen. Right? When that happens, there'll be a big announcement. It will be announced before it happens. And then there'll be a couple of days of live shows telling everybody that if you are a member, verify yourself and we'll add you in. And we're going to add people in who have 3 months badges and more. That way, anyone who just subscribed yesterday just to get in and then delete their account, because that could happen, right? We won't have that. It's anyone with a 3-month badge or more. Okay? We will give you access. And that's it. You'll never get that opportunity again, only if you've got a 3-month badge. So for all our members, like MSK in the chat now has got 2 years, he can get access, and that is it. A lifetime access. Lifetime. You'll never be taken out again, and you'll have access as it grows. For everybody else who doesn't have a 3-month badge, you'll have to become a member. We're just doing that for our founder members, so everyone gets the opportunity to keep what they've always had. Like Alex, he's got a... how long have you got your badge for, Alex?
3 months and a few days. Let me.
Well, there you go. But you're already a premium member anyway, right? So if you'll get, and there's going to be premium benefits. It's not going to be the same as a free service, right? The free service, you won't access all the channels. The premiums get everything, right? The free ones will only get a handful of channels, and you can always upgrade at any point. We're also going to make it so you can only direct message people if you are friends. So if someone sends you a friend request pretending to be me, it's not me, is it? I don't send a friend requests. You send them to me. So if anyone sends you a friend request, you know they're not me. If they're messaging you, they're not me. I don't message you, you message me, and I reply to you. Okay, that's how it works. And you check my role, and soon we on level 3. We will have, which we are now, we've just upgraded our server. See all the boosts you can get. We're level 3, which means we have custom emojis, which will show you who are moderators, who are not, and so on. So you'll see who the team is. So Alex will have a badge. He'll have a little shield next to him as a senior moderator. I will have a badge as owner. And the only people that have those badges will be the owners, the admins, and the team. So if anyone's messaging you and they don't have a badge or anything like that, you know they're not to be trusted, okay? So it's going to get a lot better. And then we've got all the training videos going in Discord. And there'll be Discord just for Discord premium members. They won't even be on YouTube. These are training videos from Sensei, how to read charts, a really good training video. So for a couple of bucks a month, you're going to get a direct line to me. You can message me directly, friend request me directly. You can get all the exclusive channels, and there's going to be a lot more training videos, direct, Ed Nevius, Sensei, myself, and other things that are going to come down the line as we progress. So that's now happening now. That's already happening, and so on and so forth. All right. So there we good. There we go. Thank you, Alex and Martyn, says Namisha.
Do you see that, Martyn?
See what?
It just bounced back like massively.
What bounced back?
Nvidia.
Nvidia?
And I'm searching about code as well. Where is...
Yeah, the S&P, just gone up. Look at that. Oh, holy smoke. Holy smoke. Another new record. 187 is now 18, just about 188. $1,000 a minute. It's insane, isn't it? This is the power of being an investor for a long time, buying the dip, buying with conviction, buying more on the way down, never selling, improving your average. I mean, this is phenomenal. And we're not even up yet. Imagine when we get up to where we started the year. I'm going to be coming up to 400,000, nearly 500,000.
Bloody hell.
I know, bloody hell right.
I mean, the first thought I have in my mind is just all these sacrificing the sleep, like staying overnight. Is it
paying off or what?
But it's worth it.
Is it paying off or what? Think of that,
Absolutely.
Alex. 4 years ago, $5,000. In a couple of months, I'll be at $400,000. Isn't that nuts?
It's exciting.
It is. What should we buy, Alex? Ferrari? Speedboat? What should we get, mate? It's on me. What do you want?
I'm happy with just a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Just a steak.
There you go.
You know.
When I come back to the UK, mate, we'll go out, we'll have a steak. How about that?
Absolutely.
Sounds good, doesn't it? Brilliant.
I mean, I thought about that. If I ever come to USA and stuff, like, because I've got relatives in Texas.
Oh, have
Austin. You? Yeah. Austin, Cleveland, Ohio.
Austin's about 5 hours. Well, 4 hours. Not that far.
Is it that far?
Yeah. Texas is big, mate.
Couldn't believe that.
Yeah, Texas. I think you can fit the United Kingdom in Texas. How many times can you fit the UK into Texas, babe? It's a lot, isn't it? Lots.
Bloody hell.
Oh, it's massive. Texas, ridiculous. Yeah. It's like Europe, just Texas. It's massive. Yeah. So even though we're in Texas, it's about 4 hours away. Straight road.
I thought about that.
Straight road.
I'd give you a call.
Give me a
away.
call. Give me a
Absolutely.
call. That's what you got to do. Give me a call.
Ken Paranormal is calling, by the way, back.
Hey?
Ken Paranormal is calling back Simon.
Well, is he? Well, we're going to finish now, so he'll be bloody lucky. Quick there, mate. Lucky it wasn't more. I managed to get account blocked. Thank you, MSK. Nevertheless, it's stressful knowing that someone hacked. Oh, God, we all know. We've all been there. Oh, I was reading the story during the chat tonight. Andrew Michael. Ugh, I know, mate. We've all been there. We've all been there. Hey, mate. Have no idea. I thought I'd lost everything. Luckily, 2-1. Oh, dear. Can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. I hate that to happen to anyone else. Yeah. Sounds like a good earner, JS. Not sure what you mean by that. Hello, Martyn, Karen, Justice. Sorry that happened, mate. Live and learn. Oh, Kazansky, yeah. Hi all. Happy Wednesday from Leah. Great stock. Good conference call. Can't wait to see what else is in store at the electronics event. Thanks for covering this, Martyn. Everybody have a good day. You're welcome. Holy smoke is right. Alex Marrero. Breaking news. Ukraine and US deal signed. Hello. That'll put... Oh, yes. US and Ukraine agreed establish investment fund. Hang on. What's this? This is why the market's going up.
Barely getting a look in, and yes, you can argue that it has fewer cards to play, that it is so dependent on Western support.
That's why the markets are going up.
Maintain this conflict against Russia, but nevertheless, it must be immensely difficult for Zelensky, these pills that he's going to have to swallow. And he did say a few weeks ago that he would not agree to ceding Crimea, at least on a long-term basis. And you just wonder how successful he's going to be in some of his objectives.
Yeah, we do the papers and this review supporting Ukraine. It unites every paper right across from the Start to the FT, the Guardian, and the Mirror to the Telegraph and the Mail. It's across the House of Commons. Farage was a bit pro-Putin. I think he now realises that was a mistake. He's distanced himself as he is from Trump. But Britain's pretty united, and I know some people do criticise the amount being spent, 2-3 billion a year, weapons. I understand that, but there is basically support. Britain is in Ukraine's corner. Sadly, the US isn't anymore.
Just to reiterate the breaking news for viewers who've just joined us, and that is that the US and Ukraine have announced an economic deal after President Trump was calling on Ukraine to compensate Washington for billions in military and economic assistance to help Ukraine repel the Russian invasion. A tweet we have just spotted from Yulia Sviridenko, the Deputy Prime Minister in Ukraine. She says, together with the United States, we are creating the fund that will attract global investment to our country. The photo there, she is smiling in that tweet. Not so when signing the agreement with Scott Bessent. We believe that this is the agreement, the minerals deal that we've long been waiting for. We do still have to read into the detail of that, but standing by now, our US correspondent David Blevins, who's in Washington. David, can you give us any more detail as to what exactly has been signed?
That territory, which was currently
in now of the signing of this.
Okay, what we're going to do, this is breaking news. If you are calling in, you've got to let me know you're calling in the chat. We only let our members call in. This is historic moment, of course. This will end the war. This is the beginning of the end, put it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over, because I was always waiting for this moment. We're going to commemorate it with a live stream. So we're just going to switch to this. So stand by. I'm going to do this. So here we go. It'll take a couple of seconds. Let me try and get this done. Okay, so deal. Let's do this. So I'm going to take that out of there. I need, just bear with me, Ukraine flag. Okay, just bear with me. I'm going to do all this. We're going to switch very quickly. Ukraine flag, and we need, that'll do, donkey, that'll do. Switch that up there. Okay. Let's morph that into there. I'm doing this quick as I can, quick as you like. There we go. It's all being done. This is what a great day. What an amazing day to get that. Finally get some peace. The market will rally now. The US will do well on this. It'll be a great time for everyone. Right, let me just do this. Okay, let me just make a few little tweaks. What I'm actually doing, and please join me and commemorate this. I will play that news again. I've just literally paused it, so I've just paused it. Okay. Okay, one word. Deal. Okay. Ukraine and the US. Deal. Hold that there. Layer. Flatten. File. Save as. I got the news. We'll cover it all. It's just breaking now. So deal. So no one will be on this yet, of course. We'll be the first YouTube channel to get this. So we're going to do it straight away. Quit that. Quit that. Okay, here we go. Create. Thank you for tuning with me. How many? 122. Great. Historic night. An historic night. Here we go. So create new. Martin Lucas investor. US and Ukraine deal. Okay. US and Ukraine agree. US and Ukraine sign a deal. Okay. US and Ukraine deal. Road to peace at last. Okay. Absolutely. We'll get more on it in a second. I've just paused the news. US and Ukraine deal. Road to peace at last. Okay. There we go. Put that there. Put that there. Just seconds away. Sky News. Sky News. Home. US. Yeah, look at that. US. I get what it is. It's the deal on the minerals. I'm getting all that now. Got that. Thank you. I hope you can all join me on the call. For Ukraine to steal and ensuring the US. I get what it's. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading it to myself. I see why it's good news. Okay. Put that there. Deal. Breaking news. Breaking news. Okay, done. Show more. No. Okay. US, Ukraine, US and Ukraine deal. Okay. Next. Yeah. Markets are going up on it. Was it you, Alex, who brought me this? Was it you? Yeah, was you on it? Thank you, mate. Redirect. Yeah, there. Next. Public. Yeah. 5:25. 5:30, which is now done. Right, here comes the event. We've got to cover this. I've been waiting. We've all been waiting years for this event. Expect a great day on the market tomorrow, folks. Expect a great day on the market tomorrow. No question about that. So we're going to end this stream. Edit. Next. Live now. Stand by. I'm going to give you the link. We're going to switch to it. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Looks beautiful. What? Love that. Put the two flags together. Live now. There you go. Customization. Redirect. Redirect to that. Save. Go. Okay. We are good to go. I'll give you all the link. Here we go. Live now. There it is. Boom. Drop that in there. Join me for an historic moment. Replace the pin. Awesome stuff. Who said about the deal with USA, please send your name? I thought it was you, Alex, wasn't it? You just said it was you. Oh, you're not. Oh, you're muted. Hang on.
No, sorry, Martyn. I only said about the market is going up. And
that's right. Yes, you did. You said the market was going up. Who was it who said the deal? Someone mentioned it.
That's what I'm trying to find out, to be honest.
Somebody mentioned it, and then we just jumped on it like a car bonnet. Yeah, we jumped on it. Right, here we go. Okay, we're going to switch over now. The link's up the top, pinned to the top. It'll automatically take you there. It's an historic moment. We've got to cover it. We've got to make the most of it. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful moment. I got the news literally on pause. So we're ready to rock and roll. And
DJ Hayes.
Hey? DJ Hayes.
Yeah,
DJ Hayes. Yeah, DJ Hayes. Thank you so much indeed for catching that news. Where were you, Alex? Where were you, mate? You were sleeping, mate. Where were you? Where were you? You said the market was going up. There was something going on. DJ Hayes said, well, I know what it is. Just ask me. I know what it is.
There you go.
All right, there you go. Ask me, DJ Hayes. DJ Hayes has got it. Right, okay. So we end the stream right now. It's already set. It'll automatically take you there. See you back in 10 seconds. Ta-ra for now. Big news. Here we go.